Warning. It is the opinion of the Forestry Productions LLC and the Working Perspectives podcast that we should inform you that some of the language used in this recording could possibly be considered offensive. You have been warned, so if you decide to listen to the recording, then don't complain about the language. Hi, hello, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to talk to some real people about some real things, living real lives, doing real stuff. This is the Working Perspectives podcast. I'm Matt Lavelle, accompanied today by jdub, Justin Richardson, the Heartstopper, Jana Hehlo, and our special guests today are the dynamic duo of Jack and Nancy Hehlo. In case you're wondering, you can find all our stuff and all our content on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. Yeah, also on Instagram at Working Perspectives Podcast, and you can join us on the Twitter and the TikTok at Working P Pod. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please email us at workperspectives@gmail.com, and please like and subscribe so we can keep this party going. Jalen Dub, how you doing, baby?
My parents haven't been in the same room together, I think, since it was court ordered. How hype would you be if your parents were on the show tonight?
It'd be kind of weird since my dad's dead. So either way,
Yeah.
Either way,
It would,
yeah, that'd be a weird one. Jana, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling exposed.
You're about to be big time. Well, speaking of exposure, this is the Work Perspectives podcast. Let's get this thing started. Let's go.
It's all objective to be effective by voicing societies. Working perspective, exploring your day and how you get paid. Launching a new episode every Tuesday. Your day can transform while we inform with new episodes available on every platform. So check out our vibe and how we get live. Then do us a solid. Share and subscribe. Would you share it? Would you share it? Would you share it? Working perspectives.
Let's go. All right. So, big treat for everyone today. We are going to get a deep dive into Jana, the Heartstopper Hehlo. We have two of the best guests money can buy on the show today. Super excited. We've talked about you guys a lot. Yeah, I know. It's exciting. But I'm super happy you're here. Really just want to dive right into it. So before we get started, I would just like to ask you both, what movie do you guys think is better? The Godfather Part 1 or The Godfather Part 2?
Oh, part 1.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree.
Come on.
But 2's got De Niro and the backstory in Italy. You get a dead horse's head in the first one and Luca Brasi, and you call it a day.
No, you get.
Yeah, but you got the platform to start it.
Yeah, you get to see his disappointment when he finds out Michael's joined the family.
Oh,
Which
that
one
is.
has the one where it's like the people put the grapes in their mouth and do the impression?
Oh, that's the first one. He puts oranges in his mouth, Marlon Brando, and he does.
Then that's the one I like too.
And then he falls down in the. You've been saying number 2 this whole time, Jana.
No, Matt, I said I never saw either of them.
No, all right. Well, now.
Well, it's been a very long time since I saw either of them.
Well, guys.
Now we're gonna have to watch them.
Sure. I mean, if you have 3 days, you could watch both of them. So nice. Okay. And then what about? Well, do you guys eat Cheetos? Yes or no? No.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
me.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Crunchy
You
or
got a
puff,
yes
Jack?
and a no.
I love health foods.
Crunchy or puff?
Whatever is available. Yeah. I just love health foods.
You
Oh,
gotta pick one.
Well, I can pick crunchy.
there you go. Man
Yeah.
after my own heart. All right.
Yeah.
This is where things are gonna get sketchy, guys. All right.
Oh, boy.
This is where we're gonna decide who you are as people. This is where we draw the line. When you're eating wings, are you drums or are you flats?
Oh,
I'm a fly like the flats. But does that mean the wing part instead of the?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd say.
I'm equal opportunity. Whatever comes on my plate.
Dad, you have
Jack.
to make decisions.
Oh, if I got to make a decision, well, I guess I like the flats.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Gotta
And
Classy
crispy.
individual. Crispy.
has to be
crispy.
crispy.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a
Crispy
wonderful thing.
regardless
Whatever
of
people are.
yeah, crispy regardless of body part. You know,
Yeah.
flat or drum has to be crispy.
Absolutely.
Nothing worse than a soggy wing. Ugh. Yeah. All right. And then what about pancakes or waffles?
Oh yeah, I like waffles.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, if it's plain, I'd say waffle.
All
You
right.
wanna know why? Because my mom makes these really good waffles, like
Mhm.
homemade waffles with a waffle iron.
An
Girl.
old waffle iron at
Oh,
that.
And you got to have all that butter in the holes. Oh yeah.
oh, it's the best. The best. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
do you cut it by the lines too? When I cut
Yes.
it, I always cut it on the lines. I don't like to have a half line, half not line. You know, I'll take it, but it's prefer when they're cut on the lines. I don't know. Maybe
Well,
I'm particular about the
I
waffle that way.
occasionally I go for diagonal.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
You live on the
Yeah.
edge, pal. Golly. Nice. Okay. And then last question, amusement park or water park?
Amusement.
Ooh,
What
I'm a water park.
about, okay, here's one, Beatles or Stone?
Oh,
What's the-
that's a tough one. Beatles or Stones?
Well, I was always partial to the Stones.
Yeah. Love it. Love it.
Yes.
I have to choose.
Mm-hmm.
I
Lock
mean,
it
you
up.
gotta pick, you gotta
Well, I
pick
guess
one.
I'd have to say Stones.
Yeah. Shove off, Justin. We just like, so me and Justin, a lot of our discussion is just stuff we disagree on, which isn't a lot of stuff. You know, it's some things,
It's not
but
enough.
yeah, not enough. We're trying to find more stuff. What movie do you think's better, Spaceballs or Blazing Saddles?
Oh, Blazing
Oh
Saddles.
yeah.
Blazing Saddles is so good. It's the
Love
best.
Spaceballs.
They couldn't, you can't, that's a movie that will never be made again. You know, if they made that movie
My
now,
brother loves that movie, and
Oh.
I've never seen it.
what? Oh, you would love it. It's a great
You
movie.
never saw it?
I haven't seen
Oh,
a lot of
wow.
movies.
The best part of the movie is when the sheriff rides into the town on a Gucci saddle. I pissed myself. I didn't know what I didn't know what that meant when my dad let me watch it when I was a kid. I had no idea why that mattered. And then as an adult, I was like, that's hilarious. Either way, so let's keep it moving. So super excited, like we said, to have Jana's parents on the show today. Gonna get a little background on them. So ladies first, Nancy, we'll start with you. Where were you born and where did you grow up?
Did I grow up? Oh,
I mean, you're 25, aren't you?
Yes. I was born in White Plains, New York.
Whoa. All right.
And I grew up in Jersey, you have to
Ooh,
say.
yeah, that's tough. Tough stuff.
Uh,
What White Plains, New York? That's right outside the city, right?
Not far. Half an hour.
Yeah.
20 minutes.
That's I had a friend. Actually, I'm dating us, but the episode we released today, Daniel Costanza, which is available now on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Work Perspectives Podcast. She was in White Plains, New York, and you know, she said it's like the perfect commute to go to the city, but not live in the city. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah.
ooh,
Yeah. And then what part of Jersey did you grow up in?
I lost you.
What?
What part of Jersey did you grow up in?
I grew up in a lot of places in Jersey.
Oh,
I
nice.
slept around a lot.
Girl,
So, South Jersey, Atco, New Jersey. I don't know if anyone knows the Atco racetrack. It's the only thing
Oh,
that's going
yeah.
on there. And Edison twice, North Brunswick for one school year,
Ooh,
and then landed in Somerset, Franklin Township.
very nice.
Why do I keep disappearing?
You just gotta
Just
say,
flicker
yeah,
like
there you
a
I
go.
have
light.
to look.
Why did we move so often? What were your parents up to?
drug lords,
Jobs.
Oh,
job.
hello,
Jobs.
Chestnut.
Yeah.
Hey, you gotta move to where the
Jobs
work
and
is.
jobs and yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're breaking legs for the mob, and every once in a while they have to relocate their house and move
That's
in with
right.
it. You know, that's how it
That's
goes.
right.
Nice. All
Let me tell
right.
you how dumb they are. My mom's family owned Bush Beer. That's
Like
her last
Bush?
name, Bush.
Like Bush Pounders, Bush.
Yeah. And they were like, we're bored. Let's sell it. You can have it for $30. And now everyone's poor.
Not
That's-
exactly how it happened.
That's the
Someone
exact story.
married a pauper and was disowned. That's the story.
Wait. So that's true though. They like invented and owned Bush beer.
According
The
to Uncle Vince.
Anheuser-Busch
Uncle Vince
family?
Not that.
Not
Yeah.
Anheuser.
Anheuser, yeah.
Oh,
it's
it's
Anheuser-Busch.
it's the Busch out of Anheuser-Busch.
Yes,
Guys, I
What?
could have had Clydesdale horses.
I could have had money.
Oh my
Should've
God,
grown up in a farm in Georgia.
man.
Hello.
I could have had beer.
Georgia, no.
Beer would have
Like,
flowed like wine.
Dynamite
dad's
drop in,
bathing in
Jack.
beer.
That was great. Wow. Man, you got it. When you got it, you got it. Man, I'll tell you that so wait,
Does
okay.
your Matt, does
Yeah.
your family have a claim to fame?
So I guess all right. Yeah, my mom's side, no. They are from Kensington. Not a lot to claim in Kensington.
They're garbage people.
And apparently my mom's dad, we didn't find out who he was until last year. My mom did the 23andMe, found out my grandma had been sleeping around, doing the old New Jersey treatment. You know what I mean?
What a hoo-ah.
Yeah, she was a total hooah. And I found out I'm not German, I'm Italian. So go figure. And then
Wow.
on my dad's side, he is like 100% Irish. He was born and raised in Scranton, PA, land of the free, home of the brave. And my grandfather, I guess they owned a bakery during the Depression, right? And like kind of survived the Depression. My grandfather then went to the Naval Academy and graduated in the same graduating class as former President Jimmy Carter.
Ooh.
And he also won his weight class in the Brigade's boxing tournament. So there you go.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Grandfather
Yeah,
be a
yeah.
president. I'm related to Grace Kelly, and if like 6,500 people die, I'm technically heir to the throne of Monaco.
Wow.
It only takes like a
Wow.
quarter of the nation to pass away, but technically,
That's why you're so big in Mozambique. I knew it was something.
well,
Wow.
Grace Kelly's my mother's third cousin or some shit like that.
Isn't the
Justin,
Kelly
I will
tribe?
help you murder people.
Yeah, we should have been.
The
You
heir
should
to the
have told.
throne.
We should have
We
told
know
people this a
people.
while. Yeah, you're from
cool.
New Jersey. Duh.
Yeah, we know people.
We should have told. You should have told us this a while ago, Justin, because we could have been
I
murdering
know.
people this whole time. You
If
know,
we
Yeah,
take
you
out
guys
enough
have been doing this
people,
a
I have a
year.
right to the throne.
hey, you're like the next
One of
Targaryen.
the few, yeah.
Man, Kelly Drive's named after Grace Kelly's dad, right?
Really, if you're from New Jersey, do you have to ask if you know anybody that got murdered? I
True.
mean, come on, that's New Jersey.
That's what
Very
Pine
true.
Barrens is for.
Very true. Yeah, you're
I
not
just
wrong.
murdered someone today.
Yeah, I'm sure there were several people murdered today. I mean, we all been to Camden. So, all right, let's
Oh,
keep it. So, Jack, how about you? Where were you born and where did you grow up?
I was born in Central Jersey near New Brunswick and raised there, and then finally left.
Smart. They chased you out of town, huh?
Yeah,
Very nice. All right. And then,
born and raised there, and stayed there till I was I don't know, 50 years old.
Oh my God, last year?
Yeah, just recently.
so, okay. And then, Nancy, what about you for school? Did you do public school growing up, Catholic school? How did it go?
Public schools.
Yeah.
And I was a very good student until I went to Somerset. And I got there when I was in 7th grade, and then it was all about the boys.
Sure. I know
Yeah.
how that.
And the teachers weren't too good either. And you had to keep changing classrooms, and it was very disruptive.
Yeah.
to my education.
Hey, story of my life. I got expelled from 2 high schools, so I know exactly what you're talking about. Justin here, though, is an ideal student. He only missed 62 days of his senior year.
52.
52.
52.
Sorry.
And
Isn't
if
there
you,
only,
I think
like,
if you,
60?
I think if you missed, you had to go to whatever it was. I missed it by like 4. I was like, if you missed 4 more days, you automatically fail. I was like, all right, fine. I'll come. I'll show up.
I'll go.
I only had to repeat 12th grade English because I was like, look, I'll show up every day, but I'm not going to that class. And Mr. Williams was just like, you're a maniac. Like, you're in no position to negotiate. I was like, I'm just telling you right now, I'm not going.
Yeah. Shove off, bub. Very nice. All right. And then, Jack, what about you? Catholic school, public school? What'd you do?
Public school, and then public high school, and then I spent a year at the Rutgers Medical School, but then I didn't stay there.
He's lying.
What were you
No, I
studying?
was there for a year
What were you
working.
studying?
working.
Oh.
He was
Oh.
working.
I was
Oh.
working there,
He was
taking care of dogs, rats, and cadavers.
and he
Damn.
assisted in a autopsy while he was there.
Really?
For real.
That
How
was
did-
interesting.
Yeah. Did you see? How did the guy die? Do you remember?
The boy.
Oh,
it was just
shit.
Yeah, this is young child passed away naturally, And pathology department, his body was donated for science. So we took samples out, poor little fella,
It's a rough day at work, pal. Yeesh.
Yeah.
Golly.
Sure.
So on a lighter
Clearly
note,
never knew that.
Your
man,
father's the disemboweled child.
Oh,
Things you learn
Oh,
about
yeah.
your parents on this show.
There's
Several
nothing
of 'em.
left.
yeah. So so what about activities as a kid? Sports, band, anything like that? Nancy, did you do anything?
Nothing organized.
You were just
we
running from the boys.
My
all the
parents
time.
had 5 kids. We didn't have any money, even though we had
Yeah.
a job. We didn't have much money. So
Mm.
I remember going to Girl Scouts, but then when my mom found out she had to pay for uniforms, that was over.
Mm.
I took dance lessons when she
Ooh.
found out you had to buy stuff for the show. We had to drop out of that.
See you later.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how they get
Um,
you though. They're like, oh, it's
No.
only this amount for the year. And then it's, oh, you need this and you need this. And if you don't get it, your
Yeah.
kid's the only one that doesn't have it. And
Yeah.
it's torture. It's torture.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I had a happy childhood. I played in the woods mostly.
Oh, nothing
Yeah.
like a good day in the
Fun.
woods. Am I right?
Nothing.
Oh.
Absolutely not.
The best when you have like a tree house and a couple of forts and some trails. You love the woods as a kid. It's the greatest.
It
Yeah.
is
Man.
like the way times are. Like, Matt, imagine just like my parents, like we just left the house. Like if we
Mm.
died at 8:15 a.m., our parents wouldn't find out until 6:45.
Probably
They'd
even
be like-
later until
Yeah.
after
That's true.
Jeopardy.
But like today, like just imagine just sending your daughter into the woods. Like
I
you'd be
would-
like, no.
I would kill the person who attempted that, even if it was me. You kidding?
But it's so true. I have little brothers who are 10 years younger than me, and they never were free. They had like
Never.
a phone on them by the time they were 7.
Mhm. And it
I was like-
tracked their every movement.
We just left the house, and like my mom wouldn't, if we died, my mom wouldn't find out until she got home from work, which is
Yeah.
6:00.
And she'd
Yeah.
be pissed because she made dinner for 7 and now 2 of
Yeah.
you are dead. And
Yeah.
she's like, I'm wasting all this food. Yeah. Yeah. No,
The
I'm
woods,
with you.
yeah, good day in the woods, firecracker. Yeah,
Oh.
the woods is just freedom.
Especially too if you
Yeah.
had a gang in the woods and then you guys are playing like capture the flag or manhunt or we even graduated to paintball in the woods by us. That was a blast.
We spent
fun
a
stuff.
long, putting firecrackers down snake holes because I've always hated snakes, and that
Same.
just it's killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You get to light fireworks and you get to murder snakes. So you're
Aw.
doing the world a service, and you get to blow shit up.
Yeah.
I
It's a
used to
party.
catch turtles and bring them home.
You caught turtles
Oh.
and brought them home?
Yeah, and I would put them in a fish tank and be like, "Here, do you want some strawberries?"
Remember those squirt guns where it was just a single pull back and push forward, and it would like
Yeah.
launch the
Yeah.
water real far?
Yeah, it was like
So-
a tube, right?
Yeah, I had one of those, and I found a puddle that was full of tadpoles, and it was days away from not being alive anymore. So I took that the sucky tube, and I rode it home on my backpack. I filled up a bucket with water, and I squirted all the tadpoles into the
Oh my
water.
god!
And I had this collection of like what was going to be like, I don't know, 75 frogs one day. And my mom found it, and she's just like, what is this for school? And I was like, no, and she's like, what's your game plan here? And I was just like, what do you mean? Like, we'll have 75 frogs soon?
Mom, didn't you notice the lack of frogs around this house? Like, am I the only one that sees this? We need at least 60 of these fuckers. Let's go.
I'm like 90% sure she just poured it down the drain out front, but
Aw.
I used to
Yeah.
bring everything home from the woods.
Oh my god.
we lived in like a twin. She was like, we have no facilities for 75 frogs.
No.
No
You're-
facilities.
Yeah.
Sounds like a restaurant.
I brought a snake home from school once in my
Okay.
coat on the school bus.
Where'd
You
get
are
it?
a wild lady.
Snake was it?
I would be terrified.
If my
Oh,
kid came home with a
okay.
snake, I
Listen,
would-
I'm terrified of snakes. I had to show up this other boy,
Mm,
pretend I wasn't scared to death.
man, you faced your
That's
fear.
did.
It's quite brave of you.
it is.
Yeah. Wait,
Stupid
so
too, but
but wait, so you brought the snake home and then what?
well then I showed my mom. She thought that was cool. And those oval roasting pans, they're like white speckles on them.
Cooked it?
No, I put it in that pan. What
Okay.
else? I didn't know what else to do it. And then I picked up the lid and then I put it down, but it didn't go down properly, and the snake started running around, and I hit it again and it made this, echoing horrible noise inside the pan. And the snake was freaking out, scared me to death. So I gave it to the little kids next door. I was done.
Like, look, this snake was really angry and it was terrified. So I gave it to a couple 4-year-olds next door.
Yes.
And here you go. Here's a nice angry snake, kids.
Whose snake was it?
What kind of snake was it?
I think it was a garter snake.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was at the dentist today.
Somebody had it at school just before we're going on the bus.
You just stole
And-
the snake?
Well, I think he wasn't being too nice to it. So also
Mm.
why I took it.
Man,
Whatever.
even out of fear, you realize that the other kid was doing wrong. And you're like, this snake deserves better.
Better.
Yeah.
Let me
And then
let me
So let-
bang the lid down on
Yeah.
the pot.
Yeah. Let
Put
me
it in a cold
terrify it
pan
and then
and
give
it's
it to.
starving all day.
Yeah.
Aw,
Yeah. I was at the dentist today. I got a cleaning, looks great.
yay.
Nice.
And the dentist, well, I guess the dental hygienist, while zhuzhing me up, is telling me this story about how she was moving logs out of her house and lifted up a tarp and found 5 snakes and freaked out. And the whole thing is like her hands are in my mouth, and I'm like, what do you like? What could I say if I could even talk right now, lady? I don't know.
One
It's
time
always
the snake
confused me.
had, snake on our sidewalk next to our pool. Remember that, Ma?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I said my virus projection's off, so I was
Wait, this,
wondering.
Remember when the
Go ahead.
snake had babies next
Yeah.
to our pool?
Oh yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait.
In the
Go ahead.
don't snakes lay eggs?
no.
They don't?
Wait,
No.
the snake
Not that
shit.
snake.
No, they give live. It's a live birth. Anyway, we found snakes in the skimmer basket, little babies. And then the snake, the mother was, I guess, on the sidewalk, right? She was giving birth, wasn't she?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Yeah.
Man, is this the same pool that Eduardo
I'm an idiot.
Valdivieso threw a beer in?
It is.
Ooh.
Did what?
Yeah.
Wait, now you're telling me.
Outed.
There was one party that we had in high school. My parents would let me have parties, and they would just go in their room and be like,
Aw.
we can't see.
Yeah.
And then we would like while out, and then the cops would come, and then my parents would tell us all go into the basement.
Be
And they would
quiet
open the
till the
door.
cops leave.
And they were like,
Who's-
I'm sorry, officer, no one's even here.
Who was like, did you know the neighbor that would call the cops? Like, did you know
Yes.
who it was? Did you like then like throw like, dog bags of dog shit at him or something? Like,
No.
no.
I did.
Mm. And you wonder why they called the cops.
No, they
Yeah.
started that.
Yeah.
No, these neighbors were.
I
They would do
remember-
that.
I
to
remember
anybody.
I'd go to parties in high school, and there'd be some times where the parents would be there and they would just take everybody's keys and be like, look, we know you're
Oh,
gonna
that's
drink
nice.
and do whatever. We're taking the keys. You can all stay in the basement or something. Which was like, kind of like a cool thing to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
Or-
good.
Yeah, because that like they're
We
big.
weren't really drinking.
Yeah,
Like we
like
were
the-
kind of good kids,
yeah.
but we would like be loud and listen to Tupac. And my parents were just like, whatever, we're asleep.
Yep. Hey man, California love. What are you gonna do? That's how it goes. So, all right, nice. All right, Jack, how about you? Growing up, any sports activities? You look kind of like nothing.
Nothing really in particular. I
Dirt
mean,
bikes and
I was
cars.
involved with being in one of those old time rock and roll bands.
Ooh.
So a lot of my time was spent with playing with the band.
What instrument?
I played the drums.
Oh,
Yeah.
badass.
And what was the name of the band?
Black
Well,
Amber.
Black Amber.
Last one was Black Amber.
Like Amber?
Black.
Amber.
Oh, Black Amber. Okay. And what and you played like classic rock, or would you?
Oh yeah. I mean, there was clubs around, there was nice things where years ago the people would go to clubs and dance all the time, and like underage clubs where
Mhm.
the teenagers could go and all. So we'd play these clubs, and it was nice. It was fun,
Nice. That
and
is
we
fun.
made a couple bucks.
Yeah. Plus,
Yeah.
too, all the chicks dig the drummer. You know what I mean? So you were just, you were in heaven.
He was
Yeah.
married already.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
That's not-
So he was not in heaven. All right. So
He was
Nice.
not married.
sure. So then, how did you two meet?
High school,
High school. All right.
yeah, high school sweethearts.
Oh.
Yeah,
Man.
Gross.
So,
Long time ago.
so instead of Jack and Diane, it was Jack and Nancy, huh? Little
Yeah,
ditty.
right.
Nice. Okay, so you guys met in high school. Who made the moves on who? Like who asked who out?
You already know.
I
Did
think it was
Nancy?
mutual.
Oh, all right.
It just happened.
Yeah.
That's all.
You guys were hanging out one day and you're like, you know what? This clicks. Let's make this a
that's
more
all.
permanent thing.
We
Here
were
you go.
just hanging. Yeah.
Just hanging, doing it up, doing the
Yep.
thing. Very cool. Nice. And then all right, and then Jana has an older brother, right?
Yes, she does.
And then obviously then you gave birth to the, most incredible child that's ever lived, Jana. And so what was that like raising Jana, the Heartstopper Hehlo?
Oh my.
Oh, excited for this. All right. So do you have I'll tell you this. I have a daughter and she really is like the best ever. Like, is there anything better than when you come home and like your kid runs up and gives you a hug? Is that not the best thing ever?
Yeah, that is the best thing ever.
Was Jana too
Yeah,
cool for
she
that?
was a very talented in too many things.
Not
She was
much has
hard to keep
changed.
up with.
Mm.
She had a mind of her own.
That's
She's
right.
one of a kind. Very nice.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any embarrassing stories from maybe the toddler days or anything like that?
Still
What's
on her?
What's the
You mean?
dumbest thing this kid ever did, yo?
Yeah. Are we talking about eating paint or, sneaking snakes in her jacket and putting them in like a frying pan?
Oh,
No, I was perfect.
One time
I'm trying to
put
think.
metal in the microwave when we had a babysitter. I don't know why. And then
You
we
put
lost-
metal in the microwave?
We had the spaghetti container. It was glass, but it had like that metal like strap down kind of lid.
Oh, yeah.
When I was sitting on the counter and I just took it off the shelf, I stuck it in the microwave, I turned it on, and it started lightning. And I was like, I stopped it. I got my little brother, and I was like, look how cool this is. And then did it again until it exploded the microwave. And then we had a babysitter there, and then my mom came home. And I was just like, what? Like, how would I was like, you never told, like, how would I know that?
There's nothing on here that says no
And then
metal.
it made lightning. And like, how would I not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a great scientist.
I would have shown you when you got home. I didn't know it was a bad thing. I was excited to show you and my
Yeah.
brother. I even showed the dog.
You thought you had discovered lightning in a
I was
microwave.
like, do you know we have a lightning machine in the kitchen? Do you know how much time I just saved you making dinner?
Yeah, literally.
No idea, woman.
I don't know why we
changed
haven't
your
been
life.
able, yeah, I don't know why we haven't been able to harness the power of the lightning that the microwave does make. I mean, what are the scientists even working on if they're not figuring that out?
They're
Also,
so lazy.
How about
Another
it?
one is we
We
had
don't
a
need another seedless watermelon scientist.
a
Let's
cabinet
go.
where the cereal was kept, and then the refrigerator, obviously, where milk is kept. And then every once in a while, my mother would get up in the morning and open the cabinet where the cereal is kept, and there would be the gallon of milk that had been sitting there all night, and then open the refrigerator and find the cereal inside the fridge.
Oh, poor mom.
Did you not have dumb children like this?
No,
Oh.
no.
Does anyone have
time-
someone that stupid in their
Jana
house? Jesus.
Jana must have done all the dumb shit at our friend's house.
Nope,
Not
only
the cursing club. Yeah, the cursing
The
club.
cursing club?
Do you not remember that?
I do, now that you say that.
Apparently, she founded a few clubs. We've heard of the cursing club and the purple club.
The purple
The
club.
Purple Club. Yeah.
Uh-huh. I remember when I was little and I found out that, going to Catholic school catechism, and I learned about sin.
Mhm.
Who knew?
Right.
Who knows about that until you're taught?
Yeah.
So I learned
Welcome
that
to guilt.
Yeah.
cursing was bad. So, and also, then God forgives everything. You go to confession, everything. So I went out in the yard and I would throw the apples that fell off the tree onto other apples on the tree. And every time I threw it, I would say, shit, see if I could get away with it. I was trying out sin.
Sure. You gotta take sin for a ride.
I tried.
How did it work out? Did anyone ever come out and
Nothing
No.
happened.
yeah?
No.
No one gave a shit, huh?
No one gave a shit. I
And then she started the Sin Club.
Oh man.
And I grew up
Simple.
next to an orchard. We had plenty of apples. No shit.
He's like, I cursed every goddamn one of those apples.
Yeah. Every one of those son of a bitch apples.
Those fucking Central Jersey apples.
Oh man, I'll tell you, Jersey does know what they're doing with produce, though. Am I right or am I right?
It's the soil.
The
all
tomatoes,
the
the
bodies.
corn, oh, it's
And the
incredible.
vegetables too.
Oh, they're so good, so good. Jersey corn, very
Mhm.
underrated. Let me tell
Jersey
you.
tomatoes.
Oh, the tomatoes are the best. Tomatoes are the best.
Mhm.
Love the tomatoes, and I don't even like tomatoes, but
Oh,
they have good cucumbers too. Not gonna lie, but who knows? So, all right, very nice. So then Jana here, what kind of activities was Jana getting into as a young kid? Do you remember?
well, like I said, because she was talented and everything,
I mean,
she would get
everything.
bored with things quickly.
Mm.
She took piano lessons, but then we'd clap for her. She didn't like that, so she didn't want
Whoa,
to study it.
she didn't like when you would clap, like applaud her
No,
piano.
Yeah, no, she didn't. So it's like, well, what do you do with that?
I wasn't
Yeah.
finished. I was like, please hold your applause to the end of the performance.
I won't be judged mid-performance. Watch the whole thing and then judge it.
Oh man.
And
All
she
right.
was a dance. She did dance recital. She was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
She played the violin or something.
Viola.
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 Not for me, but for everyone listening. What's a viola?
It's kind of like a bass guitar is to a guitar.
But you still hold it like a violin? Again, not for me,
Yeah.
but for everyone else.
It's just
You
a
still
smidge bigger.
okay. Yeah.
And it's
I mean,
a
I
little
knew
bit
that.
deeper. Oh, I know you know.
Yeah,
Right.
obviously.
Yeah, duh.
The theme song is Viola played by Justin.
I played backup viola on the theme song. It's the working perspective.
Yeah.
We're all
I think that was the name of our waitress last night at the restaurant.
Viola.
Let me tell you about this. So my parents went to a Mexican restaurant last night
Okay.
and I got here. So they started telling me about it. And my
Okay.
dad was like, well, the whole menu was in Mexican. And I was like, Spanish. And then my mom was like, well, no, they had burrito. That's in English. Guys, I don't know what I'm doing here.
I mean, how about it? All right. So
Just real quick on that embarrassing restaurant ordeals. Have you ever been to Macaroni Grill?
yeah.
They give you like a
Long
big
time
paper tablecloth. You can draw on it with crowns and stuff.
Mhm.
We go and I'm
Crown.
sitting
What did you
next to
just
my
say? You can draw it with a crown, like the crown you wear on a head.
crayon. And
Oh, a crayon. Okay.
and your waitress walks up and like writes her name. She's like, "Hi, I'm Gina." Writes on the table and like walks away. We're with my my father, who's very religious, and his side of the family, and me and my little brother there. He proceeds to get bombed at dinner and takes one of the crowns and turns Gina into vagina, but puts his plate over it, and we forget about it. And she comes up and she's clearing the table and like we're all having a nice time. And she picks the plate up and just sees food and says out loud audibly, she goes, "Vagina." And my father was so upset and he did not like it. And then made it funnier.
Oh my God. Wow. I mean, love that. So, okay. Very good. Well, all right, guys. It's now time for everyone's favorite segment is jdub's questions, asking some questions. jdub's questions, a new favorite segment. jdub's questions. Jack, if you're looking for a singer for your band, yes, I am available. All right.
Okay.
Let's have the pipes.
Justin, take it away.
I didn't you're gonna have to answer these questions collectively. Would you rather have a neck tattoo or have to wear a cowboy hat every time you leave the house?
Whoa.
Neck tattoo.
Cowboy hat every time you had to do what?
Leave
Every
that.
time you leave the house.
Oh, I'd wear a hat, and I don't wear hats.
You'd wear
No
the cowboy
tattoos
hat?
for me.
Same.
What kind of
No,
neck tat would you get? It's gotta be like the size of my hand.
Ooh.
What kind of tattoo?
Would it be a rose and then say Jana in the middle? Jana Rose?
Oh, huh.
And where would
Cute.
you get it? Would you go throat or would you go
Picture.
side of
Ah.
neck?
She'd have to go
I
on the
would go-
side, right?
How
Yeah.
about the back?
Go throat.
You
You could do the
throw.
back
The
of
back,
neck.
underneath my hair. How about that?
Okay. That's fair. I didn't say where. Neck is neck.
Pretty smart. Pretty smart. All All right, Jack, I'm with you. No identifying marks of any kind for me, sir.
I'm going out with what I came in with.
I like it. Keep it
It's
natural.
already a perfect canvas.
Yeah, no added artifacts. No, that's it.
Love
Have you
it.
ever
Me
seen
in,
that?
me out.
Have you ever seen that event where they chase the wheel of cheese down the hill?
Yeah, brutal.
Do you know what I'm talking about or no? All right,
Yeah.
ignore that part.
I never
All right.
saw it, but I can picture it.
So
It's
either
brutal.
once a year you have to, with a katana, fight an orangutan, or you have to do the running of the bulls. But you have to do it every year for the rest of your life.
So it's
Wait.
either one on. Let's unhatch this. Okay, let's all work together on this one. So either you have to fight an orangutan, but you get a katana, which is a type of sword, right?
Mhm.
How many times do you have to fight the orangutan?
Once a year.
Once a year. Or instead of fighting the orangutan once a year, you would have to do the running of the bulls once a year.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm
I'd
not
go
gonna,
with the bulls.
I would too.
You could get good. I mean, if you practiced all year, you could really prepare for the orangutan. The running of the bulls, like all of us, eventually time will win that event. Time will win both events eventually, but
I don't know. Orangutans are pretty freaking vicious and scary.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
And a
But are they
katana's
always?
and a katana's not very. I mean, are you able to like walk up behind the orangutan and like
It might
throw
not
it a
even be mad
banana?
at
and-
you. Yeah,
just-
you and an orangutan are in an
Man.
arena. I don't know how aggressive orangutans even are.
I
I
mean,
feel like for at least 5 out of the 12 years, you could like lure the orangutan with smiles and then just stab it in its heart with your katana.
Who wants to
these
kill
are
an
brutal.
orangutan once a year?
Yeah. You have
Yeah.
to
I
kill
mean-
it every year?
I do
Yeah.
know this is that apparently an orangutan's first move, and I'm not trying to be crass, is to go after the genitals. So just saying.
Oh, I changed my answer. Orangutan.
All right, very good. All right, so we're all running with the bulls. Very nice. Justin, please continue.
How long the two of you together? How long do you think you guys could live inside of a Buffalo Wild Wing?
Wow.
Buffalo what? Wild.
Wild
Buffalo-
Wings, the restaurant.
Have you ever
Oh.
been?
It's a rest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How long
you
could
can't
you
leave. People can come visit you there.
You can eat all
everything
the
is-
food
Everything
and
is
drink.
free. You have to shower and bathroom inside of the public restroom that is provided to you, but you have to stay there for as long as you humanly can. How long could you stay there for?
I could stay there forever. You ever sleep in a burned out 53 Plymouth? I have, so I can stay anywhere.
You can live in that Buffalo Wild Wings forever. I mean, look, if the drinks are free as well, I mean, it's only a matter of times you get sick of the food, but it would take me months.
And you can like mix and match with the food, you know what I mean? It would, plus two, I mean, it's tough to get sick of free food. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna say,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, you
Plus,
might
would
not
eventually
love
get
it,
cool with the cooks,
but
and like they would make you stuff.
and it also could be like jail where you're like, hey, sneak me in some pickles. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Or bring in a chocolate cake or whatever the hell, you know.
I don't think I could take the smell very long.
It gets to
Yeah.
you.
Of fried food and stuff.
Oof.
Yeah.
I can't take it at all. Yeah, I'm with you. Great shout. All right, next question, Justin.
If you would you rather have a lake house or a beach house?
Lake.
Yeah, I'd like lakes.
Like a good lake.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
love a
I
lake.
love lamb.
especially the Great Lakes.
Oh God, would that be the best?
Fabulous.
Man, I'll tell you, those lakes are incredible when you look at them. Like they're the size. Lake Superior is bigger than like the state of Pennsylvania. It's huge. You know.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Could you imagine a lake that big? Right? Like you're.
You don't have to.
Some
I
of
mean,
the
yeah.
lakes have waves. They're so big.
Yeah, that's incredible. I mean, initially when they got to Chicago, they thought that they had reached the Pacific because that's Lake Michigan. And they thought that was so big. And I was
Those
like,
waves.
wow. Wait till you get to the Pacific.
I gotta all right. So it's a consensual person who has donated this product. It is already cooked. It is put in front of you and presented. Would you try human meat?
Only if I was starving, the only way to keep me alive.
If you were like at a wedding and they were coming around with like appetizers, you know how like sometimes they
No,
have like
Hey,
like
would you like a
prosciutto,
nice piece of foot?
they have a little empanada.
But if I'm on an alpine snow mountain and that's the only way to stay alive, then yeah, chances are I would.
Out of
But
necessity,
those poor
you'll eat
people that
human.
did do that, I mean, that's a horrible thing.
Hey, do you
know?
guys want to try this
Right.
upper thigh? It is
No,
fantastic.
yeah, I don't think so.
Or
Someone
a
who's
nice slice of butt every once in a while.
yeah, nice little ham hock.
Oh man. Man, yeah, you'd be drums or flats. I don't know. I mean, tell me. I mean, come on. So, all right. Wow. Love it. All right, Justin, what else you got?
I have I'll give you one more. Do you eat a lot of dairy food?
I do.
Do I like dairy
You
food?
eat a lot of.
Some, not a lot.
All right. If you could have a celebrity pallbearer, what pallbearer would you have?
Great question.
Who
Oh,
gives a shit?
yeah.
That's a good
Really? Here we go with it. Pallbearer.
But how about
Who
like
would you want?
if you could have
In
someone
the spirit of like confusing your family, like
Right.
like somebody famous shows up at your funeral, you're like, what the fuck? Did they know Harrison Ford?
Yeah, like so
Oh.
it's your funeral, right? And Uncle, Gary is about to grab the casket, and
Former
then
President George W. Bush shows up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what?
he just says no, and this is my spot, and then is the pallbearer, and then leaves without saying a word.
Oh.
Do they have to be alive?
Yeah.
No, well,
Right
The
now.
pallbearer?
they could be,
I mean, like,
they
so
could be
Today they
anybody.
do.
They could be any. All right, I mean, I don't know. They could be anybody.
Because
too.
then you could be like, oh, I want Alexander the Great to be my pallbearer.
But-
What the
We wouldn't know who that
Okay.
was. We'd be like, he could. I mean, anyone could go up and say they're Alexander the Great, and we'd be like, yeah, sure you are, pal. Whatever,
Okay,
I
so I
would
have to
so-
be current.
Who's the can't think of his name that is the pirate who just went through all this.
Oh, Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. Yeah.
Yeah, see, that'd be fun.
Yeah. And full regalia. Of
Yeah.
course.
Bunch of bracelets on.
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
he-
I
oh,
mean,
he-
Hammered.
you'd want him to.
Smells like Solange or whatever that perfume is.
You want him to show up as Captain Jack Sparrow? Is that what you're saying? That's the best.
yeah, I like that.
I like it too.
I like it too.
Yeah. Jack, what about you? Who would you have as a pallbearer?
He picks Amber Heard.
That would be hilarious.
No, I wouldn't want anybody special, just my family and friends. That's all.
Oh, man.
That's all.
Yeah,
That's
just-
Famous
what-
people
that-
are much more
that's what
important
would
than your
mean the
family and
most to
friends.
me.
Man, that's the best answer going, huh? Man,
Yeah.
golly. Well, Justin, any other questions?
Do you guys have any questions for me?
Ew, gee. I'm not so unprepared.
I know
Yeah.
that's the point
You
of the
can say
question.
you can say no. No one ever does.
All right, here you go.
That's why I
Here
think
you
it's
go.
funny.
Do you like Mexican food or do you like Chinese food?
Whoa.
See, I'm a white people taco kind of guy, just like meat, cheese, sour cream. Well, you put lettuce and tomato on there so I don't look like such an animal, but it's not even necessary. In Chinese food, almost the same. I just like goons and sweet and sour chicken. So
Oh,
it's the most
God, I
basic
love a
of both
goon.
sides.
Hey, yeah, how
But
about
if-
General Tso?
But if
General
I had
Oh.
to,
Tso's chicken.
dude, I've had
Gotta
it
go.
from some.
Gotta
yeah,
go with that.
That's a classic.
I'm a big crab rangoon guy.
I don't even.
I had
If I could never have one again, I think I would get rid of. I think I would stay with Chinese food and get rid of Mexican food.
yeah, you can't live a
opposite
life
for me.
without goons.
No,
I don't-
Mexican all the way.
I know. I do really. It would be hard.
You would get rid of goons, Jana,
100%.
and replace them with what? A churro?
But Chinese
This is
food is such
ridiculous.
a rainbow.
Sir, a churro and a crab rangoon have nothing to do with you.
I mean, you're getting rid of goons,
churro,
and you're
yeah.
keeping something. You're keeping, what? Some chilaquiles, which I don't know,
Your favorite?
my favorite. I love
Enchiladas.
chilaquiles. Love it. All right,
It's tough.
A nice
wouldn't like
wet
it.
burrito. That's my jam.
a nice wet burrito.
Mhm.
I mean, sure. Every time I go to the Mexican restaurant,
That
I
was
say,
Matt's
"Look,
nickname in high school.
the wet burrito." Oh, pollo loco is what they used to call me. All right,
Crazy chicken.
that's it. So, okay, so let's keep it moving. So we were talking about Jana as a youngster. She was involved in a ton of activities, none of which she was bad at. She was incredible at everything. She had founded the Cursing Club, the Purple Club. But I want to talk about when Jana maybe got into her teenage years and maybe developed a little bit of an attitude. So,
Developed an attitude.
Oh, she always
I
had
know.
an attitude.
Yeah.
She was born with an attitude.
born with one.
As soon as she learned the English language, she had an attitude.
Whoa.
Still got it, bitch.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, what was Jana like as a teenager? How did that go?
Let's see. She
Delightful.
was delightful. She
How-
was delightful.
How old were you when you were in the Purple Club?
5th grade.
Okay, so you weren't a teenager, but
No.
I guess once a member of the Purple Club, always a member of the Purple Club, right?
True fact.
So there was one summer when her and her girlfriend, summertime, slept on the couch. We had a pretty big couch. The two of them would sleep on the couch at night and sleep till the afternoon sometime, right?
Love it.
Every day. Sleep to the afternoon, then go in the pool. Just loving life.
Gosh, I miss
What
those
the
days.
hell was the point of that story?
It is a
I don't
beautiful thing.
know,
It
just
reminds
trying
me
to-
of that. I remember I used to like get out of bed at like 3:30 and my mom would be like, "What are you doing?" I'd be like, "I don't know. I stayed up till midnight eating 9 ham sandwiches and I'm 13." She's like, "This is why we don't have any food here." I'm like, "Yeah, you have dinner ready or?"
Do you remember like? Do you?
Dude, I used to be
remember-
able to sleep 15 hours. Yo.
Oh God,
Yes.
I would sleep. all
Teenagers
day
can
and all
sleep.
night.
Oh, it was beautiful. My
best.
knees would hurt.
We're
I would
growing.
just sit
Our
there.
brains
Yeah.
are growing.
Yep.
Mm-mm.
But
Yeah.
didn't you hate, like, you're trying to develop your brain? And this is why I'm stupid, because my mom would always come in and be like, "Wake up, why are you asleep?" Blah, blah, blah. And now my brain didn't develop and I'm dumb.
That's why I'm dumb. Your mother comes in, opens all the windows. It's a beautiful day out. You go, it's 9:30 in the morning. What am I gonna
Yes,
do out
bitch.
there? Everyone in this town's a hooligan.
Did
If I
did
leave the
you-
house now, I'll be arrested by 3 p.m.
Did you ever get the feeling though, like when you were in the summer, where you had those days where you were like up all night, sleeping until like 1 or 2, and you're like, God, I feel like my days are wasted and summer's almost
No.
over. No?
Never.
No.
Yeah, I would get that feeling. I would be like, towards the end of summer, I'd be like, oh, summer's almost over. I don't want to waste any more days by sleeping all day. And then the next
No.
day, I'm getting up at like 3:30, and I'm like, well, that didn't fucking last, did it? You know?
One summer, my friends and I tried to reverse our schedules. So we would try to stay up the entire night and then go to sleep during the day. Just to see, it was like an experiment. But then, like, we did it for like 3 days or something. And then we realized we were really bored. Like, there was nothing to do at night. We like went to Dunkin' Donuts.
I think
How-
we would have been the best friends as kids, yo. I did. So
Oh,
me
absolutely.
and my buddy did the same thing. We were staying up all night. And remember, Edison would take 20-minute naps throughout the day. So we were little kids. All we would do was sneak out of our houses and meet and like look at each other and then all go back home. Like we wouldn't do anything. We would just stay up all night and sneak out of each house and then try and like nap during. Yeah. We had like see how long you could stay up during the night for like 3 days during the summer one time.
Yeah.
And the exact same thing. We were like, we were like, there's nothing to fucking do.
It was so boring.
I remember like playing with like a flashlight in like my kitchen as a kid and being like, this isn't, I gotta come up with something better.
Man, yeah, sneaking out as a kid. Did you guys ever
So
catch
exciting.
Jana trying to sneak out of the house?
Never caught her, no.
Mm.
No, never caught her.
Did Jana ever sneak out?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, snuck out and went to Dunkin' Donuts.
That's right.
Mm, mm,
No, I was
mm,
at my
mm.
other friend's house. I don't know if we snuck out. Whatever.
Did you
Yeah.
ever get booked, Matt?
Yeah, like a million times.
Uh,
You're
I
saying
was,
like arrested?
no, booked to like get sneaking out of the house. There's like an
Oh.
age where like, like your parents don't care anymore. And like, like you're being overly like I think there was a few years where I was sneaking out and I think my mom was like, does he think I don't hear him? You know what I mean? Like, I think it was that like in my head, I was like, oh, my mom never found it. My mom's like, it's so loud. 2 German Shepherds barking every time you come home. I knew you every time you were out. In my head, I'm like, she never knew.
Yeah, we would have like
funny.
massive, like my mom, like I guess there would be times where we would have like 15 people sleep over at my house, right? And it was just like everyone was there. We'd be in the basement. We get like a wrestling pay-per-view or something, and everyone would sleep over, and then we would all sneak out of the house and like go to the pool or something like that. You know what I mean? Like we had like a community pool that we went to. Not all of us had a pool in our house, like Jana, geez, fresh mush. But either way, but yeah, we would do dumb shit like that, and just have
The
fun.
thing
and-
is, like, we had a group of 5 girls, and we would just always be at one of our houses.
Mm.
and like 3 of us had pools because we were rich.
Sure.
And then
Swimming in money and water.
and then the other 2, I don't know, we're poor, but we didn't have
We
to
didn't
do
go over their
anything.
poor house because they didn't have a pool.
And we weren't like, we were like the ones I told you before, like we weren't like doing drugs or like bucking dudes. We were just like with each other and having fun. So we
everyone
just
wanted
be
to
with
be
each
your
other. We didn't
friend.
really have to do anything.
Yeah, that
Never
was
had
the
to be
best of
bad.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah, before you had to get before drugs and women ruined everything.
Oh, everything. Oh,
Guilty.
how about it?
Oh,
Drugs
no.
and women. If anything else could ruin your life, golly. Yeah, then kids.
Do you
Woof.
remember, Matt? Do you remember the first time you went to a kid's house with an in-ground pool?
Yeah. So when I lived in California, we had an in-ground pool.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, till I was 7. And then we moved here, and my dad was like, "We're never getting a fucking pool again." And so we had 4th Street Pool, which is the greatest pool ever.
I had no idea. I was in 3rd grade. I got invited to John Brown's house for a party. We showed up. We walked in his backyard, and he had a pool. And I was just like, I remember looking at my dad and being like, this. I had no idea. I'd never seen one. Didn't even know it was a thing. And it
Did
had
you
lights
see
in it.
an above ground pool?
I had seen an above ground pool. My grandfather had them. I knew
Okay.
pools existed. I just never had been somewhere
been
where
to
someone was
one.
like, I was like, can I go in it? They're like, yeah, that's what it's here for.
Wow.
This is
And it had lights.
It had, yeah, it was like, because we showed up at like it was like a night party. I don't know.
Oh, the
And
best.
it was lit up, and
Night
I was just
swimming's the
like,
best.
Night swimming's the best.
I was like, we're poor. I was like,
Yeah.
this is cool. Now I know that we're poor.
Really poor. But did they have like the stones around it, or what were we looking at? Was it like tile or
It was the fanciest thing to this day.
did it have a waterfall going from
No,
like,
didn't have like a rock sculpture,
Alright.
but it had a diving board. It had lights.
Oh,
I was like, this is a small Norgwen pool. This is incredible.
So we had a diving board that my dad built.
Yes.
And you know how diving boards are like, you just jump on it.
boing, yeah.
Ours was like a trampoline. People would come over and like you jump on the diving board and you just like would go 20 feet in the air. You were doing like triple flips.
Oh,
And
that
everyone
sounds
loved
like
our diving board.
that sounds like the best diving board ever created.
It was the best.
It
Oh,
was
man.
a lot of board.
Oh man, that's fun. Gosh, having a pool. You know, man.
It
How did
keeps
you guys?
happening.
How did you guys like having a pool?
They hated it.
I loved it.
Really? What about you, Jack?
Well, I enjoyed it when I enjoyed it, but I'm not into swimming and all of that. I worked, I came home, I'm tired. That was it.
My girlfriend
Jack-
every
Jack
time
would put on his jorts, lay in his like recliner in the pool with a beer.
Oh, yeah, with the float.
best.
I was a member of the Olympic float team. Yeah, I was just float.
Ugh. With a beer, like was it one of like the chair foam ones with the beer?
Oh,
holder?
yeah.
Oh, the best. Go ahead,
And we were
Justin.
not allowed on it.
No,
That was
like the
Dad's chair.
Dad's chair. Yeah.
That
it was
was
like the
awesome.
old it was like the old folding chairs. Like it had like that like
Yeah.
wicker plastic, and it had like this
Yeah,
big
the webbing.
styrofoam.
Yeah.
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 Oh, dude,
Man.
I miss
Man.
those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Not
should make
allowed
a
in it.
comeback. I wonder what I remember when we got a lazy boy at my house, like the recliner chair for the first time, and it was spectacular. But you see the lazy boys now, and it's like, where are we in the Jetsons? Like this, they're incredible now, but man,
True.
what are you going to do?
Yeah. My dad had one.
Oh man. You
Dad's
just-
chair.
Oh yeah, that's something. You know what? I'm a dad now, and I deserve
Yeah.
a chair. I should get my
Yeah.
own chair. The
Sitting
dad
in
gets
mine
a
right now.
chair. I
You
mean,
should
I'm
get a
sitting.
stool too.
Ooh, or a recliner, or both.
No, just for like reaching things.
What?
A little step stool.
Why would I need
like,
that?
Like in the
Are you
kitchen for like
short?
the tall
What?
cabinets.
No, I'm 5'11", Nancy. No, I am not short.
I
I'm
heard
five.
you were short.
I am not short, Nancy. Who's spreading these lies? I'm 5'11".
How would the top of the fridge ever get cleaned?
I'm 5'11". I don't need a stool for anything. I can reach
Oh,
every
it's
cabinet.
okay. It's okay, Matt.
Shit, I can go on
Okay,
every
Shorty.
ride. I can ride every ride.
Every ride.
Every one of them. God damn it. I'm 5'11". All right. Either
All
way,
right.
Nancy, let me ask you this. Every time, if you could have a song that played every time you walked into a room, what song would it be?
Oh, what's my song, Jana?
I don't know.
Bongo
Enya?
Man by Jimmy Cliff.
Oh yeah, that is.
Congo. I love
Bongo.
I love me.
Bongo.
I love me some Jimmy Cliff.
You
What
love
is
me some
bongo?
bongos.
What is bongo? Have I ever heard
Bongo
it?
man.
Song with bongos in it.
Well, I don't know. Can I play it?
You gotta look it up.
I guess I'll have to look it up. Bongo Italiano.
Yes, but there are several recordings of it. There's one in particular.
Reggae music.
Like, you know.
Cool, Jimmy Cliff. Everybody loves Jimmy Cliff. What about you, Jack? What is your go-to?
Oh, it's got to be a Stones song.
Well, no, my
No.
burial song.
That's yes. Every time you walk in a room, song do you?
Well, yeah, anything Stones would be fine, but my burial song would be Lowrider.
Oh, great.
Because I want everybody. You talk about the pallbearers. I want everybody to swing that coffin way down low. Yeah, Lowrider. Yeah, huh?
Low
And then they all
rider.
come to my place. They all come to my place for a keg of beer.
Man, that sounds like the best move ever. Why didn't you
I
ever
like
ask
it.
that question, Justin?
Sorry. I don't know. I didn't know he was such a big War fan.
Justin, you're so dumb.
Man.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah,
What song would you
Okay,
pick,
then.
Banana? What song would you pick,
This one?
Matthew?
I would pick God's Gonna Cut You Down by Johnny Cash. Best song
Okay.
going, baby. That was my entrance
Wow.
music when I was fighting. It was my real entrance
Country,
music.
country boy.
Loved, hey, Johnny Cash, I think is timeless. You know what I mean?
Yes. Oh, I like old country.
Oh, same. I
I
love
like
don't-
Hank
I
Williams
like old
Sr.
country.
Oh, Hank Williams. I mean, Johnny Cash wrote a song the night Hank Williams came to town. That's how good Hank Williams was. He
The-
was, dude.
The
Hank
first
Williams-
one's the best one.
Oh, yeah. We don't need the Monday Night Football guy, but yeah. Jana, what would your entrance music be?
Probably. Hold on.
Please hold.
Started
can't
up
think
by
of the name.
DMX and Young One.
Yeah,
No, it's
yeah.
Tupac.
Yeah. Changes by Tupac. Love it.
Oh, not changes.
No.
Probably
Oh.
like Thug's Passion.
All right. Love it. Very nice. J-Dub, what's your entrance music?
Barry McGuire's Eve of Destruction.
What
Jesus
in the
Christ.
fuck is that?
There you go.
It's a good song, yeah. You know it.
Do I?
Oh, it's the first song that popped in my head when you asked the question.
Barry Maguire.
Can you imagine hearing that and then watching fucking Justin come in? Oh my god.
That song comes on, you're like, oh my god, I wonder, oh fucking Justin.
Like we're all
Way
gonna
to
die.
ruin it.
Yeah. So, all right, very nice. Well, now it's time for everyone's other favorite segment. It's Cute Questions Corner. Janice Cute Questions. Janice Cute Questions. Cute Questions Corner. Jana Cute Questions Corner. All right, Jana. It's now time for Janice Cute Questions Corner. She's gonna ask some questions. She's gonna be cute, and you're gonna get some cute answers. And gonna be cute. So go ahead, Jana.
Nancy, what's your sign?
Whoa.
My sign, Aquarius.
Hey, same Z's. When's your birthday?
February 11th.
Ah,
What are you, January?
January 29th.
Wow.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. Well, what are you gonna do?
So do you feel as though you're a true Aquarius?
Whoa, how would I know?
I've been told not, but I felt like it all my life. Someone told me I was more air than water.
Maybe
Hot.
we said airhead.
Yeah, airhead.
Hot,
or
hot,
Hot air.
hot
Hot
air. Love
Jack,
it.
what is your sign?
Stop.
Jack, do you feel like you are a true Gemini? Let me answer that. The answer is yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
What
am.
are-
Gemini.
What are the traits of a Gemini?
Yeah.
Is it
Psycho.
hilarious? Because you would be right.
Bipolar.
Two personalities.
Is that what a Gemini is?
Yes.
Yeah. Like I'll be
Yes.
like, hey dad. And he'll be like, hey, how are you? And I'll be like, okay, how are you? And he'll be like, don't fucking ask me that question.
Well, maybe if you weren't
Okay.
annoying him all the time. Gee.
I feel like we've learned I'm perfect.
Right. Sure.
Yeah,
If
so
this-
far these parents have had no complaints.
Yeah, you really have been the perfect child.
Listen, I
aside
was
from the
great.
cursing club.
Yeah, but that
Did
was kinda
you?
cool.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, that's
So,
pretty bad.
from a mother who started the sinning club, you know,
Right.
cursing at apples in the backyard alone. It's my favorite thing. Just
Yeah.
cursing and throwing apples.
You shit. Yeah. Throwing rotten apples onto non-rotten apples. Hilarious. Nice. All right, Janet,
All right,
keep it moving.
here's a question that I don't know the answers to.
Okay.
Mom, who was your childhood celebrity crush?
I didn't.
Oh my God.
Elvis.
Oh, Elvis. Elvis. I
That's a
mean,
good one.
he's still my celebrity crush. I fucking love Elvis. Did you see the movie? The Elvis movie came out
No, I
recently.
didn't watch much TV.
Oh, it was so good. Elvis.
No.
Elvis is the fucking king. Elvis is the king, and he will always be the king.
Yeah.
He's the
All right,
fucking
Dad,
king.
who was your childhood celebrity crush? And you can't pick Elvis.
Oh, now you're narrowing it down. I don't have a childhood crush.
Dad, come on.
I
You
mean,
don't have any
technically,
posters in your locker.
No
technically,
posters. I mean,
yeah.
once I was romantically involved with a female that was a celebrity, it had to be the girl from Australia. What's her name?
Olivia Newton-John.
Olivia Newton.
There you go, Olivia Newton.
Barbarella.
Yo,
I fell in love with her.
Well,
a
that's
young
cute.
Olivia Newton-John.
Do you
Not
know
gonna
Wendy
lie.
used to work for her?
Oh, really?
Wait,
You
you
know she
used
died?
Oh, yeah.
Olivia Newton-John died?
Yeah, she
Yeah,
has some sort of
Just
cancer.
recently.
Ah, shout
A month
out.
ago.
Man, that's a bummer. She had a great pair of
Former
legs and
fan
those
of the
leather
show.
pants. Yeah, man, Grease. What are you gonna do? She didn't really do much after Grease, did she?
Yeah, she did a shit ton.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is, but
I'm sure she was
positive.
big in Australia. So,
Okay.
all right, we'll keep it going.
Okay, so guys, what's your toxic trait? Like my toxic trait is someone cancels a podcast and I call my mom and I'm like, Mommy, can you be on my podcast?
Facts.
What's your toxic what? Trait?
Trait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my toxic trait is that I love my wife too much, even though she hates me.
Okay, I can go along with that.
Yeah. Same boat.
Women.
Justin's toxic trait is that his girlfriend is way too good looking to actually be his girlfriend.
It's not
She's
a
way too
toxic
good for
trait.
him.
Oh, but yeah, but
Matt's
it's not a bad
toxic
thing.
trait is saying he's 5'11".
God
he's really
damn it,
5'7".
Jana. I'm fucking 5'11.
It's 5'8.5".
I am fucking 5'11. I
In
wear
sneakers. Yeah.
no, I'm double digits in sneakers. Okay. And my sneakers have to be proportionate to my height because I'm tall and you can't have small feet when you're tall. Otherwise you'd fall over all the time. If so facto, I'm
false.
5'11. 5'11.
You wear lifts.
Guys, it's just an easy 5'11.
Are you a size 7? Is that what you're telling everyone now? Is that
No.
you're a 5'11
No.
size 7 sneaker?
No.
Because I'll
He's
give you the height,
5'7".
but I'll
I'm
take
a-
your shoe size away.
I'm a 10 and a half.
He's a size 6.5 and he's
You
5'11.
son of a bitch.
Sorry.
He's
We've
got
got
a size 7 shoe because he's 5'7".
Damn you.
Okay, guys, what's your toxic trait?
I
Let me try
really
to think if you have
understand the
one.
question.
What
I know one.
Even with all those example answers, I still don't understand it.
My mom's
Do you,
toxic
do-
trait.
do you put your shopping cart away every time you go to the grocery store?
Ooh.
Yes. Is that a toxic trait?
I mean,
No,
it
you
would
just
be if
better
you,
do
if
it.
you didn't.
Oh, something bad?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
what's something you're
Okay.
lacking as a human being, but
Okay.
are okay with it. You're
Okay.
living with
Like,
it. Like
someone
that's
could
height.
say they bite their nail, right? For
Mhm.
example.
Yeah, but that's
Or
corny.
it's also toxic.
Or like you steal from
Disgusting.
Wawa, like on every Thursday, just like for the fun of it,
Yeah.
just to feel alive.
Oh,
you
I know my dad's.
What?
Well, what's
My dad's is that he likes to go to the grocery store and go to every stand that has samples
Oh, yeah.
at lunchtime so he doesn't have to make his own lunch.
oh
yeah. You can do good lunches for samples. Oh,
At
yeah.
Costco.
Especially if you got like a wonton and crostini day. Oh man, they're shelling out chicken fingers in the shape of a dinosaur. That's a good day at Costco, baby. That's a nice Costco lunch day.
One time, I've never
Why
had
are
a
you
Costco.
whispering?
Sorry, this story's ridiculous. I was so high, and my buddy who's responsible like picked me up. He's like, "I gotta stop at Costco for the kids." I was like, "Sure," And I walked in there. I'd never been to Costco before because I grew up poor, and there was so much food they were giving away. I
Costco's
was so
ridiculous.
happy. They had like meat rolls. I think I had prosciutto. They had like little mini juice boxes.
Oh, I
And,
know
like,
my mom's now.
We got back to
Mom's
his
is-
house, and my
Oh,
buddy's.
sorry. Go ahead, Justin.
No, we got back to his house. And he just told his wife, he's like, apparently Justin had the best day fucking ever at Costco. But my high dumb friend to Costco, and he had a full 5-course meal.
Dude,
Shut up.
Costco will get you. Go ahead, Jana.
My mom's is going into restaurants and adopting the accent, but like doing it wrong. So she'll be like, "Can I have the mozzarella?"
Can we get an order of the galamad?
Guacamole.
Does the calzone have ragout in it? I believe it's pronounced ragout.
She does. She's always like, "Can I get the menegot?"
Man, I
I'm
got
like, bitch, you are English. You're from England.
I remember we had a guy,
Let's go.
me and Jana used to work with this guy. His name was Dave Bianca, right? He was like Jana knows he was a total Guido. Just like
The best.
he's the best. We used to call him Muscles Bianco. He was the best. Love him. Great dude. Great
The
dude.
best.
But he was born in Italy and then like was brought here and grew up here, right? His grandmom's like 100% Italian. He was a super nice guy, right? And then
Very.
but he would get so mad because people would say like they'd be like, "Hey, let me get the calamari with the mozzarella and the manigot with the ricotta," you know. And he was just like, "None of that is Italian, and I am from Italy. Just letting you know." Yeah. So that's my story. There you go. Jana, what else you got?
Okay, so like, Dad, boxers or briefs?
Oh, for Christ.
Oh yeah, tidy whities are me.
Hey, I don't, but you're a man.
Hey,
You
my
know.
boys need a home.
Keeping them high and tight.
Mom, when is the last time you cried? Besides now.
Besides now. Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna
I
cry.
cried recently.
Was it when Jana came home?
Do you think I cried at your wedding? I did hold it back.
Ooh, that
Yeah,
means she did
I
not
was-
cry at all.
I did. I had to really. I was crying inside.
How
Sorry,
beautiful did
happy,
Jana look that day?
happiness. She looked beautiful. The space she got married in was beautiful. Everyone that was there was beautiful people.
Oh,
She loves Jamaican.
they're Jamaican me
Who doesn't?
crazy.
They're
Yeah,
making me crazy.
man. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. I remember I didn't cry. So apparently it's a thing. I don't know. Did your husband cry when you were walking down the aisle, Jana?
No.
See, I didn't do that either, but I've never heard the fucking end of it. Apparently I was supposed to be crying when she was walking down the aisle. And I was like, why? I've seen you before. Hello. You know, I was like, you got a nice white dress on.
I'll cry at
But,
mine.
I mean, I would suggest it just because legit been thrown in my face probably 500 times. I knew you
Yeah.
didn't love me, but you didn't cry when I was walking down the aisle. Oh, fuck off. You know, it's just story of my life, you know.
Justin, let's go.
I will.
Justin,
Yeah.
are you
My
gonna
girlfriend's
marry her?
beautiful. Yeah. What else am I gonna do? What do you mean? I'd be homeless otherwise.
Yeah. Yeah. And you will never do
Justin.
better. You will never do better.
No, you will never do better.
You will
No, it's like
never.
Officer General. I got nowhere else to go.
Yeah. You're
Just
a
do
total
push-ups
Richardson.
in the
Justin.
rain.
Yeah.
Let me come with you to pick out the ring.
I have a good. I mean,
You
Okay.
should actually go to
That's a
my
no.
guy. I'll take you to my, like, Janet can
Yeah,
help you pick it out. But
I got a guy who'll give me one of that fell off a truck. I'll get a good deal on a.
I'm
on a
just
big
saying,
one.
Alright.
if you go to mine and you pay cash, they don't charge you tax and you save a couple thousand. So,
I got mine. You can get it, but you just can never take it anywhere to be appraised because you will go to prison.
ah.
But you get a big old fucking rock for like, under 10 grand.
Yep. That was stolen by some African child. Real nice, Justin.
Ah.
Blood
Bloodier
diamond
the better.
Justin.
Just how I
Yeah.
like my diamonds.
Yeah, I like my
Exactly.
diamonds like I like my
Steak.
bloody. Yep.
Vagina?
Wow.
That's the only thing I can think of.
Of course, your mind goes to that. All right, Jana, any more questions?
Nah, I know everything.
You do. You do.
What
She
Yeah.
thinks she knows everything.
what position was
Ooh.
Jana conceived in?
What in the
What?
fuck?
What was the question?
What position was Jana conceived in?
What
You don't have to
Wrong.
answer that.
That's a
Bro,
That's
inappropriate
assuming that we know exactly when that happened, right?
Hey, you guys want me to tell you a story that I never told my parents?
Yeah, please.
Yes.
So when I was a kid,
Oh God, she walked in on us.
I did.
I know this.
how do you know?
I was there.
question.
You didn't stop. I know. I opened the door and they were having sex, and I was like, "Oh my god!" But I was like a kid, but I still knew.
I knew something was up.
So I just like moved the door, and I was like,
And
No, I knew that happened. Was I under the blanket time?
that
"That
time.
I'm just wondering if it happened more than once.
Yeah, which time?
Because I know the time I know.
You're a whole freak."
All right.
Yes, you were both under the covers.
So I know that time. I froze because you
Nope,
walked in.
He did it.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
I mean,
Did you ever hear your parents? Did you ever hear your parents make love, Matt?
No, my
Ew.
parents did not do that. My dad slept on a couch for like the last 5 years of their marriage. They were not happy. Together for the kids, if you know what I mean. But yeah, no, not a chance. They were.
I never walked in on my parents.
I never walked in on them. And then my dad was also cheating on my mom with this lady that lived in Canada. So I was never in Toronto. So you know what I mean? Didn't get a chance to catch that show. But yeah, that's how that went. So that old chestnut. But yeah. But what about you, Justin? I mean,
One time, I don't feel comfortable at all talking about this, but
Well,
one time I heard my
too
mom
bad.
banging my stepdad, and I remember like I was older too, because I was like, I don't know, like 19 or 20. And I remember
Gross.
I walked in the house and I was just like, and my stepbrother was sitting downstairs. He was like, I know. And I was like, why are you still here? I was like, you're a monster. And I immediately left the house. You know? This is like not our childhood home. This is like the adult home that like my parents were like, you have to move the fuck out. Like if you were living there, they were like not nice to you anymore. And,
how old were you?
I was 19, and I had already like.
Do you think in their mind they're like, let's get these kids the fuck out of here?
Well, we could spend an hour on this. I grew up in a twin. They had one bathroom, 5 boys in the house. When all of us became
And 60
like
frogs.
what would have been 75 frogs, 2 German Shepherds, a cat. When we all turned 18, my parents moved out and bought a house with 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms and a backyard. And my mother learned how to cook, and none of us lived there. And we would come home and be like, what the fuck is happening? Like, what is going on here? Why would you wait until all the kids moved out to buy a house that has more bathrooms than people now? Like, this is sick.
Because you guys were gone. They had some money now.
Yeah.
Monsters. Wait,
Monsters.
but hold on, I'm confused. Why do they have a house with so many bedrooms? It was just the 2 of them.
Because they're mean. I guess they're like rubbing in our faces.
Something they always wanted.
There's
to
more.
Have.
Yeah, we finally have more bedrooms than children, and we can flaunt this. I don't know.
It's a better resale value too.
Yeah, I was passed out on the couch one time, and my mom woke me up, and she goes, "Do you want to? I'm making homemade lobster pot pie. Do you want one?" And I literally woke up and I go, "Who the fuck are you? What the fuck is going on in this house? What the fuck did you just say to me? You used to microwave me chicken croquettes. Did you say you're gonna make me a homemade lobster pot pie?"
Not gonna lie, not the biggest fan of pot pie.
I
I'll say
love
it.
pot pie.
I'll say it. I'm not.
Have a lobster pot pie hungover on a Thursday.
Maybe I'll try that.
Wow.
As far as chicken though, I mean, I like my pies to be desserts, not dinner.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. I don't
You like your
dessert
pies to be dinner. I'll tell you, a good pie. Woo, woo. That's a question, Justin. Pie or cake?
That's a
Pies
good
for
question.
fags. I guess cake.
All right, Nancy, pie or cake?
Hi.
Love it. Jack?
I go with pie.
Yeah.
I'm
Jana?
literally 0% like either of them.
Why are you
I'm
a cake?
Beatles. I'm
You're-
cake.
Your drums,
I'm drums.
Yeah, me and Jana.
I don't
are
even know who
best
I am.
friends.
and you changed to soft. You changed to puffed. You're now a puff.
No. I changed from puff.
Oh,
to
Justin lost another member of the puff tribe. That's tough, man. All
Sorry,
right,
guys.
that's a new good question to ask. Pie or cake?
That's a
'Cause
great question.
Dude, I fucking love pie. And there's all different iterations of pie, and there's things you can do with pie. Like if you heat up pie and put ice cream on top of pie is just fucking great. You get a lemon
My mom makes
meringue
this
or an apple
strawberry
crumb.
pie.
Oh, I
It's like
bet it's fucking incredible.
It's a chocolate crust on the bottom.
Dark chocolate.
Okay, bitch,
Look
I'm
at
telling
dark
the story.
chocolate.
And they have
There's
Oreo
a chocolate crust, and then the inside is a strawberry mousse. And like, are you kidding me? It's the best thing. That's the
Wow.
only pie I like.
pie. I will marry that pie. Holy
you should.
shit. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, is it
everyone likes
single?
that pie.
Oh my god. What about they do the Oreo pie too? You know what I'm talking about? Like the Oreo cream pie? Fucking incredible.
It's probably similar.
Oh, it might be. I mean, it's that Oreo crust, the
Yeah,
dark
the
chocolate
like
crust.
the crumble. Yeah.
And
the
Yeah.
best. That's probably
Sounds
that,
similar.
that sounds incredible. In fact, I'm gonna research on how to make it and I'm gonna marry it. Also,
No.
have we not figured out the pie crust situation? The entire, like in a normal standard pie, the pie, like with the normal crust, the pie itself is fantastic, but the crust is always dog shit. I mean, what are we gonna do about this crust? Like, I'm not saying the full crust, I'm just saying the part on the end. You know what I'm saying? The stuff that doesn't have the goodness in between it.
You don't
It's
like
always
that
like-
part?
Outside rim.
I don't like that part.
Yeah, you gotta put the rims.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
the
like
rim.
The crust.
There's
of
a
the
baking
pie?
thing that you put over the pie. It's just a circle, and you just put it right over, and it protects that crust on the outside from getting too crispy.
He doesn't like it because there's no fruit in it.
Yeah, and
No,
it's
He doesn't like it because he's short.
So
Nice.
you have to save some of the fruit from that first, second bite for to join in
Ooh,
with
you're
that
saying
last
like
bit
a-
of crust.
maybe kind of do a smush down, trim the sides, and save that for the
There
end.
you go.
Mm.
Smush
I'm
down.
thinking, and you can do so many things. You got shoe fly, rhubarb. It's just there's endless amounts of pie. Cake, it's like you got a couple layers, some frosting, and shove off. Just saying. I do love a funfetti cake though. Let's be
Yeah.
honest. Funfetti, always a good time.
There's so many fruits.
Duh.
Goodness.
Gosh.
Ugh.
How are we on tarts? Huh? What do we think about tarts?
What
No
the how many
thanks.
tarts?
Probably
are
a
there?
small pie.
Yeah, exactly.
How do you feel about the fig Newton?
Love.
I could
Love
live without
it.
it. I could live without
It
it.
just makes me think of my grandmother, but other than
Yeah.
that, I could do.
Makes your
without it.
mouth too dry. Also, could live
Makes me
without.
miss
I'm
Oh,
that.
I-
obsessed with them.
I love fig Newtons.
I could live without the fig Newton and the Sir Isaac. Also,
I
but
don't know
either
what
way,
that is.
Sir Isaac Newton. Either. All right.
Oh,
Okay. All right.
duh. Okay. I knew this was going to be over my head.
Okay. So, quick question. This one's for you, Nancy. Which would be the nicest if animals could talk? What animal do you think would be the nicest?
The nicest
Yeah.
animal. Well, then I would say a dog.
What kind of dog?
Retriever.
I was going to say
Always.
that.
Golden retriever. They speak our language.
Oh yeah, the language of love. What about you, Jana? What animal do you think would be the nicest if it could talk?
Golden retriever.
Right.
Hands down.
I think
Yeah.
because they have the, like the
Yeah,
right.
a bit of a lisp.
Yeah, yeah. Also like, hi, buddy, love yous. Yeah, all that kind of stuff.
So
It'd be
happy
great.
to see you, sir. I'm excited.
You want to play ball? You want to play ball? I'll play ball.
Yeah.
Can
No,
we play friendly?
okay, nice. Next question. And this will be I'll go with Jack first. Jack, what is your most hated mode of transportation?
Oh, hated mode of transportation. Wow. Driving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you hear
It's
people, but when you hear people talk about driving, like they like it, I don't like sitting at a stoplight. I could kill everybody there. It's just
Oh, yeah.
the worst. And you're waiting for it to change and it's not. And you're like, is this fucking thing broken? Like, does it
Yeah,
not know
right.
it's time to fuck? I'm sitting here and he not change. Oh my God. I could
Well, I'll
honestly,
just go.
just thinking about it right now makes me want to kill everything. And it's
If
just,
it doesn't change, I just go. And
Yeah.
I already have this in my mind for if I ever get pulled over. I'll be like, oh my God, didn't you see that guy on the side of the road? He was trying to get into my car. Go find him.
There you go.
I'm a single lady. I'm scared.
yeah. I heard if you're a lady, the number one way to get out of a ticket is to say you have to take a shit.
If you're a lady,
That's what the cop said.
I cried on command once.
Same.
I was like, oh, I got to get out of this.
Yeah. You're like, I
I'll
got
put
3
them
bricks of
waterworks on.
heroin in the trunk. I need to get out of this. And did it work?
Oh, yeah.
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 What did he say?
I
He's
had
like,
I think I had like no registration, bad inspection
Ugh.
sticker or something like that. Like everything.
yeah,
I was still living at home.
yeah.
And I was just, I don't know, doing whatever the fuck I wanted to do. And then like I got pulled over for all that stuff and I started crying and I was like, oh my God, sir, my dad said that I have to take the car out every once in a while because you have to keep the gas line going or else it's like, it'll stop and it'll break. And I was just taking it out for like 5 minutes. Like, I'm not driving around. I just want to keep the car running and doing well. And I'm so sorry. I just need to go home. And he was like,
Wow.
okay, girl, you got this. Bye.
Wow.
My
Okay.
most unfavorite, since you didn't ask me, is
Ah,
a
shit.
bus.
God damn it. You're right, Nancy. No, I messed that up. Let me come back. Okay, Jack, great answer. Car. Nancy, how about you? What is your most hated mode of transportation?
Bus.
Oh, I was gonna guess bus. Hmm. Yeah. The bus does. The train sucks, but the bus fucking sucks. Especially
Horrible.
if you're in a hurry and you see someone standing at the next stop and you're like, motherfucker, I was 100
Just-
yards away from you. You couldn't have come to my stop, so we didn't have to stop again, you son of a bitch. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Mm.
How about
Yeah.
you?
I mean, bus is fucking up there. I mean, but I've also been in a horse-drawn carriage. Not a fun time. But also, I mean, is walking a mode of transportation? Because
Yes.
Yeah.
And I
I'm
thought that's what Jack would say.
yeah, I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm ready. Give me some like ski boots or something. Get me flying.
What?
Because I'm done with this walking jazz. It's a pain in the ass. Wherever you go, you gotta walk. I mean, it could be worse, could be worse. You
Oh, I can't stop yawning.
you could not walk. I mean, yeah, because we're so exciting, Nancy. That's why.
No, because that's not why.
All right. Nah, Justin, what's your most hated mode of transportation?
Bus. The
Yeah.
bus people are trash people.
Oh, bus.
So fucking worse.
yeah.
I love the train people. The train people, you get a mix. You get the business guy who's blasted on cocaine and is having to work on the weekends for some reason in a suit, and you get the guy who brought his bike on the train. But the bus people are always it just makes you too sad, especially
Miserable.
public transportation inside of Philadelphia. You're just like, the dude who takes 5 minutes to put his bike out up front. I'm like, just ride your fucking bike.
Oh.
What are you doing? Why are you
And-
bothering everyone with this?
And everyone will kill that person. Everyone.
And you
He
know
is
you're
now
there
the
for
most
so
hated
long.
man in the world.
You're there
But
forever.
it's
You
the bus
just
that has to go down.
you've
for the
all
old
are
people step
just
up.
accepted
yeah.
the fact that the next 3 hours of your life will be consumed by a septic bus.
Dude, it is the worst. I mean, oh God. And they suck. Like they suck too. If you ever get stuck behind one in traffic, they suck. They can't drive. They suck. But either way, Nancy, I'm going to go to you with this next question, just so I don't forget you this time, like I did last time. And let me apologize again for that because that was unprofessional. And I'm glad you didn't get upset about it. Either way, if you had the chance to invent a country, what would you name it? And Botswana is already taken. FYI.
Oh, darn.
Wow.
Do you have one in mind, Jack?
Progressive.
Wait, you're going to name a country progressive?
Progressive, sure.
Wow. I mean, who's going to insure the country?
Just give it sponsorship right up. Apple.
Yeah. State Farm.
Yeah, State Farm. Yeah, I was going to name mine Microsoft. How funny is that? All right. Very nice. Jack, you got it. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Jana.
Mine's Jana Maka.
Jamaica.
There
Well,
you
you're
go.
Jana making me crazy with that. Very nice. Jack, what about you? You got a name for a country?
I'm thinking,
Beer.
That's a good name.
yeah, beer would be nice. Beertopia.
Beertopia. Ooh. Justin,
Sure, why no? Why no?
why no?
Sure, why no?
I would make North Wales a continent.
You would turn the borough and township of North
Yeah,
Wales
North Wales
into
borough into a continent.
That's
Wow.
what you would name it?
Northwest?
North
North
Wales.
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 Justin's
Oh,
from this
Wales.
shithole town called North Wales.
I'm from
He
the
doesn't-
borough of North
He doesn't
Wales.
shut the fuck up about it.
That's from a town of a bunch of handicapped people from Lansdale. Bunch of short handicapped people.
Oh, now you have something against handicapped people, huh, Justin? First you have something against
How
tall
is that?
people who are 5'11". Now you
poor
have something against people who are handicapped.
Poor people who ride the bus, people with disabilities, just the people from
People in
Lansdale.
general.
Yeah.
Yeah, put them all in that country.
People named Paul.
What
Oh,
the fuck?
what about Josh's? Where are we on Josh?
I'm not
fine.
anti-Josh.
We were anti-Josh for a little while on this show.
You're anti-Josh.
I was
Were you?
never
Trying to push-
anti-Josh.
You're trying to push an anti-Josh agenda on this
Whoa. I've never been anti-Josh on the agendas. I've been pro-Josh since day one.
I'm
I
anti.
don't
Do you
think
know
I've
any
ever met a
Pauls?
bad Josh.
You
know any
You
Pauls,
haven't met
Jack?
any Joshes.
Yeah, we know Paul.
Is he a jackass?
No. Is he supposed to be? Are all the Pauls
Yeah.
you know jackasses?
No, I don't know. I just, run. They picked
Oh.
a random name, and I think I'm gonna stick by it.
No.
What about you? You want to degrade any names? You want to pick a name and
Yes.
say that they're all assholes?
Oh,
Beth.
Beth's. Oh my gosh.
Every Beth.
Yeah.
Not Elizabeth.
Cheryl for me.
There you
Ooh, Cheryl's a good one.
Dad, what name do you hate? All people named.
Wow, I never thought about hating someone because of their name.
Well,
But
think
you
about
were
it
in the
now.
purple club? What is, I mean,
These are some deep questions here, you know.
Yeah,
yeah.
how
We
about it?
should have had a little heads up.
I guess Winifred.
Winifred.
I work with a Winifred, but we just call him Winnie, so it's all right.
It was a guy? Winifred's a guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a German
Yeah.
name.
Fuck you, Winnie.
Yeah, how about
Mine.
it? Go shove off. Man. Why? All right. Okay.
How
All
about
right.
state? No.
State?
Any other states or places you want to say you hate too? Fuck Ohio in general.
Yeah.
Florida.
Texas.
Florida's cool.
Wow, man. Ohio, I mean, they do have a John Tesh radio station, and that's Western Pennsylvania also. I mean, and they say pop. They call soda pop.
Pop.
What pieces of
hate that.
shit. Oh my God. Oh, it drives me nuts. It's not
Yeah.
pop, it's soda. It's fucking soda. It's in the name.
Did you say
Soda
that?
pop.
Burn started saying pop.
No, Burn. Yeah, well, I don't know what Burn's fucking doing with his life.
Is
Because
he
one,
from Western Pennsylvania?
no, originally he's from Wilkes-Barre, which is right outside of Scranton in 44, right? He then lives in Philadelphia for like almost 20 years. Then he moves to York, which is in bumfuck middle of nowhere. And now he's saying pop. He's having kids. He's going to Sheets. He's just, I don't even know this fucking guy anymore.
Sheets.
Fuck
Who is
Sheets.
this man?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So either way, all great questions, guys. My answer, since Nancy didn't ask me,
I was just going to ask you a different question, but go ahead.
No, Nancy, you go ahead. What's your question?
Don't play a player.
I was going to ask since you mentioned Pennsylvania, do you know where Forest City, Pennsylvania is?
Forest City?
Let me see
Yeah.
a map.
I don't know. I thought maybe he might. That's where my
No.
mother is from.
Ooh,
Okay.
what part of the
Hmm.
state is that?
I don't know.
You
Eastern.
don't.
Eastern.
don't-
No, she
Northeast-
was like
northeast.
literally wondering. Like, do
Oh,
you know?
you're
She's like,
you're
"Do
still
you know
you're
where
you're
my
still in the
mother-"
process of looking at Forest City. Okay.
Where is my mother?
Last time we heard about my mom, she was in Forest City. Have you known her? Her name was Dolores. What
Oh my
what is your mom's name, man?
And
Ann Bush?
yeah.
Tough one. All right. All
But my
right.
dad's mom's sister's name is Dolores. So you're right.
Well, I just picked an old name. You usually hit on one of them.
Yeah.
My aunts, I have like on my dad's side, I have like a Kathy and a Anna and a Francis and all that happy horse shit.
Those are
but,
a little bit.
They're like
older.
normal older names. I have an Aunt Shelley. My mom's name is Millicent, which is really fucking old. But then
yeah.
I have an aunt.
Isn't-
I have an
Isn't
Aunt
that the
Vera.
witch?
No, that's Maleficent.
Oh.
Maleficent.
Get it
Close,
straight.
close. Yeah, Millicent.
I had
yeah.
an Aunt Anna, Aunt Etta, Aunt
Etta.
Margaret.
You got an Aunt Flossie?
No,
I do.
really?
Aunt
Yeah,
Flossie.
Aunt Flossie
have
had
an Aunt
4
Dolly?
sons from 4 different guys.
I have an Aunt Dolly.
Yeah, is she?
I didn't
That's a nickname.
Is
I
she
didn't
parting of anything?
She was actually Dolores,
Oh,
Don't ruin this for me.
but they called her Dolly.
Ooh.
Hello,
That-
Dolly.
No, her real name was June.
Yeah. Wasn't
June
she Dolores'
Dolores.
sister? Isn't Aunt Dolly Dolores'
No, they're
sister?
cousins. They're
I-
stepsisters. Yeah, they are.
I had a Reenie and Ronnie. They were 2 aunts.
Reenie and Ronnie?
Yeah,
Mm.
they were wild.
Were they twins?
No, I think they were like lesbians, but like nobody like admitted it, and they said they
Oh,
were like
yeah.
aunt.
Yeah. My
That
friend
old
had that.
chestnut.
In high school.
Yeah.
She was like, this is my aunt. She's going to go sleep with my mom real
It's your
quick.
aunt and your other aunt. And I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So, okay, nice. Next question. And Nancy, I'm going to ask you because ladies come first. Which famous celebrity, alive or dead, would you want to punch right in the face?
Oh, I know this.
Oh, wow.
Elton John.
No.
Queen.
Oh, a celebrity?
Yeah,
Trump.
punch anybody you want.
Oh, it's funny you mentioned that. In a couple weeks on the show, we are going to have former Trump mistress Jill Hirsch on the show.
Oh,
Yeah, she wrote a book about it and everything.
Yeah. Ah,
Yeah, and
Good for you.
Jana and Justin will both be required to either read or listen to that book, just like they did with the Jackie Martling episode, right, guys?
Look, I've never read a book. All right, it's a lot to ask of somebody.
You can listen to one, you son of a bitch.
Right.
Is there a what are those?
I don't
things
ask you for
called?
fucking anything on this show,
I
Justin.
almost finished the Hatchet.
Notes. What are those notes called?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Cliff Notes?
Crib
Dummies.
notes? Oh,
Cliff
Cliff Note. No, there's something else.
Yeah,
Anyway.
the Dummies Guide too, and then they would do abbreviations of the book. You could do Dummies Guide in like any book, and they would turn it into like 4 pages, and you could pass like almost any test. That's
That one.
because I never read a book. Couldn't
I
help
don't have
it.
time.
Yeah,
I'm busy.
that's
I have a
the
nap.
version of Catcher of the Rye. I get it. You know.
Yeah.
Holden Caulfield. He doesn't like posers. I get it. You know. You
Whatever.
don't need to read 100 pages.
There's a program. There's something that you can buy that.
Audible.
What is it
Audible?
called? Yeah.
That's
And
what
they'll
I
read
do.
you the book.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not what I'm thinking of. There's another one that condenses it and tells you what it's about. It's
Oh.
advertised on the David Pakman show.
Shout out David Packman.
Yeah,
Fan show, listeners show.
I don't know who that is.
Me either.
Neither do I.
I do.
Please.
That's okay.
His one fan
Yeah.
here with us today on Working Perspectives.
Okay. Jack, how about you? Any celebrity you want to pow right in the kisser?
Well, I didn't consider him a celebrity, but I'll go along with Nancy. I'd like to punch Trump in the face.
He's
Yeah.
a showman.
Get him
Yeah,
one right
come
in the
on.
schnoz?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Why not? He deserves it.
Mm.
I don't know what you feel like, but I don't think he's a celebrity. He doesn't come up that high on the chart. You know, he's just like a fool. But I'm not going into politics, but I just
Yeah.
did.
I mean, I don't care. I
Thank you.
mean, I don't care either way. I mean, when people are 5'11", they really care about politics. You know, that's not me.
Wow,
I
who do you know
rarely
that's
care.
5'11"?
I'm myself.
Oh.
His big brother.
All right. Have you okay? And then Jana, who are you punching?
Oh, I didn't think you'd ask me. You haven't
I
been
asked you.
including me.
I've asked you every question.
Well, who would I punch? Oh my God. Does that have to be just one?
Oh,
I mean, you could punch a couple people, but they have to be celebs.
She's not a
Oh,
celebrity.
Uma Thurman.
Oh yeah, Uma Thurman.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Okay.
No. I can't punch her.
What
Well,
did
why
Uma do?
would you
Yeah.
want to?
I might punch her.
I like her.
So
Her
no,
and a
so
weird
Uma
nose.
Thurman hired me to
Thurman.
be her nanny.
Yeah.
And then she made me move to New York City. And then the day that I got there, I was like, hey girl, it's me. See you Monday. And then she ghosted me. So I had no job. And I lived in Manhattan. And I was like, Mom, send me money.
Yeah, so we should be punching her in our face.
But,
Yeah,
but
she definitely
still,
owes you
have this girl crush on her.
$50,000.
I have this like super
No,
girl crush
first
on
off,
her.
Uma
Yeah, you would
Thurman.
have.
was-
You would have helped raise the what's her name, the girl in
No,
Stranger
she was
Things.
already older.
What?
It was for her younger daughter named Luna.
Wait, who's her daughter in Stranger Things?
What's his name? What's the guy's name from
What's her name?
Gattaca?
It's the
Uma
new girl.
Thurman and that guy's daughter is the girl in Stranger Things, and
11?
no, the
No.
other girl, the girl who works
The
with
new one.
Steve, and she's LGBTQ, and she's in that new movie Do Revenge.
I don't fucking know who you're talking
Her
about.
last name's Hawk. I don't know her first name.
Ethan Hawke's daughter.
Yeah, Ethan Hawke and Uma Thurman's daughter.
Wait, they had a kid?
Yeah,
They have
she's-
two.
She looks like
What?
Uma Thurman.
Are they
Yeah,
married?
no, they were
What?
Still, Ethan Hawke cheated on her.
with
I
the
mean,
nanny.
why wouldn't you?
Could've been
Really?
you, Jana? Yeah, should have been. In a better
That's
better
why
world.
like she
Yeah.
had trouble hiring nannies because she had like PTSD.
Yeah,
But I
she's
guess
like-
she thought I was gross, so she hired me. But then
And then she thought better of it. She's like, nah, she'll fall in love with Ethan Hawke. Who wouldn't? I'd fall in love
but
with
she
Ethan
lived
Hawke.
in Manhattan and Ethan Hawke lived in Brooklyn and the daughter was living with him and the son was living between both, but their school was in Brooklyn, so they spent a lot of time with the dad at Ethan Hawke. But the son would come over and I got to meet him and he was the most incredible piano player ever.
Really?
And their toilet in their house was the most incredible toilet I ever took a shit in.
Really?
It was amazing.
That's a
And my asshole was so clean.
Wow. Shout out.
Would you like to see the
Show.
pictures?
That's on OnlyFans. You can subscribe. Link in the bio.
Yeah.
Filthy LaFay.
Filthy LaFay. Also, well, speaking of feet, Jana's gonna have $1 million feet soon, but also
We're
Uma
still waiting on
Thurman.
that.
Uma Thurman's got some busted ass feet. I'm just saying.
Busted.
Her feet are gross. And Margot Robbie is a smoke, but she's got some busted ass feet. I'm just saying. And that's not
I never
good.
saw hers. I only saw Uma Thurman's in the Pussy Wagon.
Yeah. Uma's you saw
Wiggle
in
your
Kill
big
Bill.
toe.
Her feet are busted
Wiggle
as
your
shit.
big toe.
But then Margot Robbie's you saw in
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I
I
have
didn't see that.
taken less than a second of my life to think about feet, and I
Ooh.
am happy about it. I thank God every day that I'm not weird and I don't like feet. And
Look, I don't like them. I'm just saying, if you
That's-
got busted, no, they're a deal breaker. If your shits are busted, I'm not about it.
I've never. I don't know. I honest to God I've been with my girlfriend for 6 years. I have no fucking idea what her feet look like.
That's a lie. That's coming. That you are obviously hiding
It's a
your
lie.
fetish.
That's a
I
lie.
mean, not in like a weird way. I just like I couldn't pick them out of a lineup.
All right. Well, if you look at them and they're all busted, it's gonna change your opinion about her.
I guess. I don't
Was
know.
she a
You better not
dancer?
look.
Did she do gymnastics?
I don't know. I've never looked at them. I never thought about feet before.
Well, it's something
I
you
guess
should think
Justin's
about because
not
it's pretty
subscribing
important.
To my page.
No, I'm not a foot guy. Like, thank God. Like every time you see weird shit
I'm not
on
a
the
foot guy
internet,
either. I'm not going around getting
that's a
foot
guy.
jobs left and
That's
right.
Not
All right.
5'11".
You just need to have nice feet. If you're a woman, men's feet can be whatever. Men wear socks and they don't wear sandals because sandals aren't for men. But women have their feet out all the time and they need to have nice feet. It's just a thing. I didn't invent it. I didn't write the rules, but it needs to be this is the way it is. And her feet fucking sucked. And Margot Robbie, your feet suck. So you went down on the hotness scale. You're now a 9.9 and not a 10. And that's what it goes. Yeah. I fucking said
That's
it.
big
And
news.
I'm 5'11, so I make the fucking rules around here. Okay.
Oh my God, the lies.
I'm 5'11" and I'm into feet. What do you? How do you two feel about feet? You into
Me too.
feet?
I admire nice looking feet,
Like a
and I
nice man's
don't
foot?
like looking at ugly feet.
And you don't like men's feet, and men's feet shouldn't be out, right?
I don't care.
Well, I don't
You
know.
should agree with me on that one, Nancy. That should have been an automatic agree. I don't know what you're thinking. You know, what about your husband's feet, Jana?
They're small.
I mean, he's not 5'11, so what do you expect? You know? Yeah.
Neither are you. So
You're right. I'm a little over
actually,
5'11.
he's 6'1",
No,
and
he's
he's
6.
Jamaican, so his feet are small.
Really?
Yeah,
Jamaicans
yeah,
have small
small
feet?
feet.
I didn't know that. Oh well.
Learn something
What do
every
you-
day.
Hey, how about
That's
it?
right.
Shout out Jamaica. Fan of the show, listener of the show. Nice.
Jack, are
Okay.
you into feet?
Jack, you like feet?
Depends on whose feet they are.
He's probably defeated by this conversation.
Wow.
Oh, get out.
Nancy's got fine feet.
See?
Decent feet, yeah.
Yeah,
good
look
feet.
at that. Shout
You
out
got good feet.
Nance.
Yeah,
Yes,
Jana's got good
it's a
feet.
good feet family.
Ah, you
Yeah,
got
we all
good
have
feet.
Good feet
Good.
family.
Good feet family with filthy LaFay. Love it.
I always had a good understanding.
Yeah,
If you think about that, you'll understand.
because you stand on your
Yeah.
feet.
Understanding?
Yeah.
Dag, I'm not gonna lie. You've been dropping fucking heaters all night. All right, pal. I'm proud of it. So,
Sneak
okay.
attack.
Next question. Speaking of dropping stuff, and Nancy, I'm going to you with this because you're a lady. All right. Have you ever dropped food on the floor accidentally and then picked it up and eaten it?
Sure.
100%.
Oh, yeah, 30-second rule.
Yeah.
Dirty.
The
It's like 5
3-second
minutes
rule,
in my
whatever it
house.
is.
Yeah.
Depends on what it is,
As
too.
long
You
as you
know,
can get it before the jog.
Yeah.
it's tough with like spaghetti.
No,
you know,
that's
it's
rough.
spaghetti off.
That's rough. Yeah, cereal. You're
Yeah,
losing
the
the
drier
cereal.
the better. The
Yeah.
drier the better, yes.
One time I lost a whole sandwich. God, it was brutal.
Oh, that's a.
Yeah, it was outside too.
One time, my brother, so all the food we have in the house is like 2 steakums and 4 pieces of bread. That's all there is in the house.
Sure.
My brother is nice enough to make me a cheesesteak and himself a cheesesteak. He serves me mine, brings it out to the living room. It's on a little piece of white bread, you know, crush it. He's walking his out. This is all the food that's left in the house. He stumbles, it falls, hits the ground. I have 2 German Shepherds growing up in the house. It is covered in dog hair immediately. He looks at me because like I'm at the point where I see the devastation in his face that I'm like, I would have given you the other half of mine, but it's already
you hadn't
gone.
eaten it.
I have eaten it so quickly because there's no food in this house. And he has now ruined the only food that is left. And I just see it wash over his face. He just cleans it up, throws it. It's ruined. There's nothing to be salvaged. He throws it all away and goes upstairs and goes to bed. and leaves me
Oh.
downstairs in the living room.
Goes to bed hungry.
I can't sleep if I'm hungry.
And then you pulled it out of the garbage and ate it.
No, I did nothing.
Oh.
No, because the second it touched the carpet, it was covered in hair. There was nothing you could be. Nothing could be done.
Has anyone ever pulled anything out of the garbage and eaten it?
Oh, I mean,
No.
I can't remember, but I'm sure I have.
yeah,
Justin.
there's pulled stuff out of the garbage and eat it.
Yeah. Okay. Next question. Jana, I'll start with you since apparently I haven't asked you any questions this entire show. Have you ever had a bad haircut?
Kind of no, I don't think so. I mean,
You don't.
I'm gorgeous.
I mean, sure, but that canvas is not hard to paint a masterpiece, if you know what I mean.
Oh.
Justin.
Jack, you ever get a bad haircut?
Me? Oh yeah, just about every haircut is a bad haircut. I
I
grew up with bad haircuts.
You ever dye your hair?
My father used to cut my hair, and that was always a bad haircut. It's like, no, I don't like haircuts.
Did you ever fuck it up?
What's that?
Did you ever mess it up? Like shaving your head?
Yeah, I used to cut my hair with the buzzer, but then Nancy didn't like that, so then I had to go back to barbers. But I would cut it with the buzzer.
My father is kicked out of the house by this point, but he shows up for like a party like right before school's about to start, and he's hammered, and they want to shave my head. And I'm like, sure, whatever. Like, I let it go. They're just gonna like do a little 3, and just trim it down.
Yeah.
Digs into my scalp and puts like this strip along the side. And so their best plan of action, which I will find this picture, I will bring it to the show, is they duplicate it on the other side. So I have this 2 runway streak shaved head when I showed up for my kindergarten picture day.
Sounds
like
incredible.
I don't
You
remember
had
any of this.
racing stripes?
Yeah, but like they weren't well done. It was just like a fuck up, and then they tried to make the other one look like the other fuck up side.
Oh, that's
Terrible.
great.
I look like the
Fashion statement.
yeah. If you ever remember the fire starter video from Prodigy, I look a little bit like that guy.
Oh, yeah, of course.
the-
Jack and
it's
Nancy
like-
know that reference.
Dug in
Yeah.
on the sides, and yeah, I've had some bad hair. I also dyed my hair blonde one time.
Same. I did
Oh,
my hair and
gross.
my eyebrows
You did your eyebrows?
and my hair,
That's so
both
gross.
blonde. Yeah, I looked great. I looked great. Okay. And then Nancy, do you know what is the weirdest text message you've ever got?
Well, just yesterday, I got a text that said, "Hi, Nancy. I'm busy right now. Call me later." I have no idea who it was. It's a wrong number.
I got a text message
But they got
yesterday
your
that
name.
said,
Yeah, they have my name though. Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah.
I got a text message yesterday that said, "Hey, Aunt Jana, this is Hugh. I don't have no nieces or nephews. I don't know anybody named Hugh."
What?
They were like, I'm doing a reading assignment. Here's what I'm working on. And they sent a link, and I was like, you can't fool a fool. Clicking that
No,
link.
not
Yeah.
getting me.
I cut the little boy next door's hair when I was about 4 years old. Yep. Wasn't
Wow.
pretty.
Yeah, it was a bad haircut.
It
Is
was a
that going
bad
back to the
haircut.
previous question?
Yes. Back up. I wanted to tell that.
Oh man. Man. I'll tell you. Oh man. Okay. Oh gosh. All right. Okay. Wow. Okay. Sure. All right. Okay. Man, I don't even know what to say to that. Okay. All right. Let's keep it moving then. Next question. Jana. Actually, Justin, I'll throw this one to you.
Justin,
Are
get
you
over
ready?
Yeah.
What do you think is the ugliest part of your body?
Oh.
My body? I
Yeah.
don't know, yo.
I know what
mean,
part I think's the ugliest.
I have a big appendix scar that's like way higher than it should be because my appendix almost
Ooh.
exploded.
Yeah.
So normally your scar is vertical, mine's horizontal. It's up on my stomach because my shit was about to explode. I have a
Yeesh.
big mole on the side of my hip.
Mm,
Maybe that. It's either my appendix scar or my giant mole.
mm.
Other than that, I'm like pretty. I mean, I'm
Pretty.
pretty great. Ain't gonna lie. Like as I get older, it just has been. That's the thing. Like, look, I was not very confident as a child, or even as a young adult. But as I've gotten older, it just has been getting better, and I do nothing to make it. I've done
I
nothing
mean-
but do what people said you shouldn't, and I've just been getting better and better and better looking. The salt and pepper starting to
Yes.
come in, and
Talk
it's just
that shit, Justin.
It's crazy. I've gotten just thinner and better looking as the years have gone on.
I
Good
mean,
for you.
At this rate, by
testament
50,
is, yeah,
I'll be beating him away with a stick.
I mean, it is amazing that you did
I'm like a fine wine.
like we've seen your girlfriend, so something is happening and we don't know what it is. And we don't know if it'll be the end of all human existence, but I mean, fucking enjoy what, smoke them while you got them.
I'm not gonna toot my own horn, but I mean,
beep,
this
baby.
is you have seen the top of the echelon, but there is not a series of bad choices behind it. I've always been doing well. I'm a man who prides himself on the car he drives.
Oh, so you're saying you have a good resume, huh, pal?
I put together a good roster.
I mean,
You do have those Burberry suits.
Yeah, I'm a man who's lucked into everything.
Yeah.
you do have a lot of luck. Speaking of, all right,
Your wife's the best. Matt.
yeah, Jana,
Yes, love.
ugliest body part. What do you think?
Janet finished the whole bottle of wine.
Having fun
ugliest body
tonight.
part? Pass.
All right, love it. Nice. Well, speaking of passing, we are coming to the top of time. Justin, you're the only one that's going to answer that question. So we'll keep it moving. So we are coming to the top of time. I will say this. Honestly, this has been a blast. And Jack and Nancy, I would like to commend you and thank you for raising such an amazing, spectacular daughter. She's a great friend. She's an amazing person and an incredible co-host. So I want to thank you both personally from the bottom of our hearts and from all of our fans for just being the best parents and having the best kid.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that.
No, of course.
Did good.
You guys,
Thanks for inviting us.
no, thanks for coming
Jana
on.
invited us, whoever,
Wow.
whatever.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Jana. Yeah.
But no, you guys are great. And honestly,
fun.
when Jana told me that she booked you guys, when she told me she booked you guys, yeah, I was just tickled pink. So super excited we could get you on. We are coming to the top of time though. So Nancy, before we get out of here, do you have anything you want to say to your adoring fans before we take off?
Well, it's been a pleasure. We're looking forward to the rest of your podcasts, and hope that everyone tunes in and has a good time.
Oh, you're the best. Very nice. Thank you. Jack, anything you want to say to the Jackinators before we get out of here?
Just, I love you all.
Oh, what a guy.
That's all.
What a freaking guy.
That's all.
Yeah, very nice. Justin, anything you would like to say to Mozambique and the jdub faithful?
Just you get to see where a beautiful person is built from. You get to see their parents and how the stonework is made. It's a beautiful thing, architecture and engineering. It's a lovely thing to see.
Yeah, we made that.
That's
Yeah.
what this. Look what you built.
Look what you built. Love
I'm a big fan of it.
Very
Yeah.
nice. Same. I'm probably the biggest fan of it because I'm 5'11". So
Yes. Yes. Go ahead,
But-
Verge.
either way,
That's a tall fan of it.
yeah. Jana, is there anything you would like to say to the Jana Banana fanatics before we get out of here?
Thank you, guys. I'll see you tonight.
Ooh, we're old people. Love it. All right. Well, speaking of seeing you tonight, this has been another episode of the Working Perspectives podcast. I'm Matt Lavelle, accompanied today by jdub, Justin Richardson, the Heartstopper, Jana Hehlo, and our guest today was the incredible, the amazing, the dynamic duo of Jack and Nancy Hehlo. In case you're wondering, you can find all our stuff and all our content on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. You can also on Instagram, Working Perspectives Podcast, and you can join us on the Twitter and the TikTok at Working P Pod. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please email us at workingperspectives@gmail.com, and please like and subscribe so we can keep this party going. Thanks for listening. Stick around for the ad read. Thanks. See ya. Do you have a message or a story inside of you that you've been waiting to tell? Have you always dreamed of writing a book, but are intimidated by the complexities of the book publishing world? Perhaps you want to use a book to launch your public speaking or consulting career. If so, please reach out to Scott and Bell Publishing, located right here in beautiful Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Scott and Bell Publishing handle all genres and authors with all experience levels. Scott & Bell Publishing gives authors 100% creative freedom and a higher royalty split. They can be found at www.skbl.com. ScottBell.com. That's www.S as in Sam, K as in Kite, O as in October, T as in Tom, B as in Boy, E as in Edward, L as in Larry, L as in Larry.com. That's Scott and Bell Publishing, where the authors go.